Welcome into Mooney Football here on the Cougar Network. We are live at Austin Tyndall Stadium. I'm Sebastian Bruno, joined by Matt Down and Logan Mattel. And before we get into any analysis today, let's check out these field conditions.
Yeah, we arrived here earlier today. Field looks pretty good. There's a couple of rough patches here in the end zone, but it did rain a little bit, so conditions are a little wet, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, we were actually under a tent down there, weathering out this rain.
Yeah, tent actually flew into the stands. We had to help get that situated. We got here around 2. It was sunny at the time, but rain rolled in. I got a chance to talk to someone on the Cherry Creek sideline. They arrived in about yesterday at like 1 p.m. Yeah, so they've actually had a chance to practice on this field. So yeah, they know this field like the back of their hands so far.
Yeah, I heard a little bit. We were talking to some of the people, the staff members here. They said some of them are struggling with the heat. That's another factor you got to think about with the humidity. They're from Colorado. They're not really used to dealing with the humidity up here, but that's a big one to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get into last week's game against True North. They only got to play just under a half, but how do you guys think they fared against True North, and what went well?
I think they did a much better job of running the ball. They ran the ball for 6.7 yards a carry. It was pretty evenly. It was a full team effort. Devin had 30 yards. Davin had around 25, and both the running backs did their job. So I think if they stay there, it'd be good, really good spot this week.
Yeah, I think the special teams did really well. They forced a fumble early, which brings me to my next topic, the running game, which that fumble for the special teams set up Cannell Jackson for the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, the defense had 3 turnovers, not including the fumble forced by the special teams, but they returned 2 for a touchdown, a pick 6, and a fumble recovery all the way for a touchdown. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that from the defense.
Exactly. Now let's get to a little bit of a more negative side. What can they improve on this week against Cherry Creek?
Yeah, so I just think they need to hold on to the ball better. 3 fumbles. I mean, we can do better than that.
Yeah, and to be honest, he was a little sloppy early. A couple flags that weren't really necessary. We had around 100 yards in flags, and I don't think that's the key to success. If we do that today, we're gonna struggle.
Yeah, I mean, it was nine flags for, like you said, around 100 yards, and True North did a good job minimizing that.
Yeah, and I also thought Mooney's defense played a really great game in setting up the offense. How do you guys think they did that?
Yeah, I mean, I just think they really didn't let True North breathe at all. The first drive, we get a pick 6, and the game was done after that. Next, we kick the ball off, we get a fumble recovery on the kick return, and that was really it.
Yeah, and we were raving about True North's quarterback last week, and literally the first play of the game, he threw a pick.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We put pressure on him all game. He did not get comfortable one time. That goes from the secondary to the front 7.
Yep.
Altogether, dominant performance.
Definitely. And now, me and Matt had the chance to sit down with Elijah Golden and KJ Brown this week. Now, let's roll that interview.
Hey guys, welcome onto the show. We're so happy to have you guys here, and we're excited to have you guys. How do you guys feel?
Amazing.
Great, blessed.
Yeah, well, let's get right into it. So we're gonna start off with Elijah. You've had 5 sacks in the first 2 games. What'd you do over the offseason to kind of get ready for the season?
I was mainly just I was working out 2-3 times a day, putting in a lot of work with my pops and my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I was just basically working hard.
Yeah. And I mean, so this will be your first full season at Mooney, right? And
yes,
so, how's your role as a captain and leader for the defense kind of expanded as you've been here longer?
It definitely played a big role this year. I can say last year I came in kind of late and I wasn't able to show that leadership, but this year I definitely stepped up as a leader and just having my actions, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, for sure.
And St. Thomas Aquinas, you guys played them earlier in the season, and now you got Cherry Creek this week. These are two of the top 3 some of the best football programs in the country and overall athletics. What would a win do for this Mooney program?
I think winning against Cherry Creek will easily put us in the top 20 amongst all the rankings, because sometimes we'll be ranked very high and then other rankings will just be out of the blue. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just competing against good teams and winning, and that'll put us in front of everybody's eyes. So yeah.
What do you think, Elijah?
I feel like Cherry Creek is a good team, and I feel like us as a unit, we just go in there and just dominate as a team and as a D. So.
Yeah, how do you guys feel obviously Mooney hasn't been the biggest program around here. It's kind of an up-and-coming program. How do you guys feel do you guys feel like you're getting the proper respect?
I think amongst our coaches and everything, I think amongst our coaches and ourselves, I think we one of the best teams that ever walked these Mooney hallways and stepped on the Mooney field. So yeah, I think we got the respect that we need within ourselves, but everybody around, they gonna respect us eventually.
Yeah. I see it all the time on social media. Y'all getting like no respect every time. Especially against True North. I saw someone on like Instagram. They were saying like 75%.
Man,
that was
look
crazy.
at the scores, man.
I know. All right, but for you, KJ, you're a middle linebacker, inside linebacker. How's it been like making the calls and leading the defense this year?
Man, it's been a big thing for me because last year I started all of the games, but last year I was more of like just doing my job, making sure I played my role. With my other linebacker, Greg, and losing him, that made me have to step up and be a vocal leader and lead by example on and off the field. So,
Yeah, and Elijah, you're obviously committed to Notre Dame, a very highly rated recruit. You obviously recruited very heavily by a couple schools. What made Notre Dame stand out, and why was that the choice for you?
So Notre Dame been, you know what I'm saying, they've been rocking me for about 2-3 years now, and I just love everything about the place, the academics, the dorms, the staff, and everything, and they just show a lot of love to me.
Yeah, and obviously your defensive line coach, Al Washington, he's been at a couple great programs, Ohio State, Michigan, even now he's at Notre Dame. How's that influencing you?
It definitely influenced a lot because I came up, it was like 2023 summer, and I went to a camp, and I was able to bond with him and spend some time with him and actually get a workout in. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And guys, last year Cherry Creek had a dominant run offense led by running back Jaden Fox. He had 130 yards a game. How do you guys plan on stopping that?
We just planned on, it starts with the D-line because they have a good O-line, so it starts with us just having a dominant game. So.
I think it starts with them guys, but I think everybody around, man, if we all just play our game and fill the gaps and do our jobs, man, this game will be put away very quick.
Like, what have y'all been seeing in the film room?
I think, man, their offensive line they got some pretty big guys, but I think we can wear and tear them guys down by the end of I say halftime, man. We gonna be on top of them.
Yeah.
Same thing what KJ said. Their offensive line is like kind of the core of their whole like team, so we just need to be able to come in with a good scheme.
Yeah, and obviously you guys have a new starting quarterback this year. You know, that means some like kind of rough patches for the offense, you know, where the defense might have to pick them up in special teams. How do you guys feel like that's going so far this year?
It's going pretty good. I feel like Davin is still young, so he's still developing, and he's eventually he'll definitely start connecting with connecting with other people.
I say my boy Davin, man, he's a great quarterback. Both of our quarterbacks are great quarterbacks. They're great guys on and off the field. But I think for Davin, it's just getting in his groove because he knows how good he can be, and we all know how good he can be. And it's just a matter of time or whenever he fully step up. I think he's definitely showed a very great, way of stepping up since the season began.
Yeah, so how does the secondary help out the front seven, especially with playing great defense? So, like, for guys like Elijah, how does that secondary help you out?
They help out a lot because this year, like, STA game, I think it was like a cover shack when they just, you know what I'm saying, they just had everything on point that game, and I was able to get the cover shack, so, yeah.
Man, I'd say, man, because, I'm in there with Eli sometimes, and then sometimes I'm in coverage, so, it's just those guys. We got LaRon, RJ. We got those guys back there locking everything down, so, yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, in practice, you guys obviously very talented on offense, very talented on defense. Like, how do you think, like, just going against those guys in practice, how do you think that, like, prepares you for the season?
I say iron sharpens iron. So our offense, they work us on practice, but most of the time, man, we can hide our butts, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. Looking forward to watching you guys the rest of the year. We'll be up there for Cherry Creek, and wish you guys all the best.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Look. That was a great interview we did, Matt, me and you. That was a great time sitting down with Elijah and KJ. And what do you guys think of what they had to say?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that the Mooney football team's kind of trying to prove that, like, they're not just one of the better teams in Sarasota anymore. They're one of the better teams in Florida and even in the nation. This game would mean a lot to the Mooney program.
Yeah, I really like the part when Elijah Golden was talking about his commitment with Notre Dame, that he's been rocking with them for about 2 to 3 months. And, I think it's important now with NIL and all this stuff nowadays that Elijah, they recruited him early, and, he's loyal to who recruited him early and believed in him when, he's not the same player he is now. Then all these schools are now wanting to have him at their program, and Notre Dame was one of the first ones there.
Yeah, I think it's a breath of fresh air that it kind of still shows that, like, relationships still do matter. And another big thing that I like about that I liked from the interview was they kind of talked about how they get coverage sacks, which is like our DBs are really doing a great job this year holding off their receivers, and that gives them enough time that the QB has to hold onto the football, and guys like Elijah or whoever it is gets to the quarterback and gets his sack.
Yeah, I'm going to add one more thing. I like KJ. This is his first full season, I'm pretty sure. Last year, just new transfer. Now he steps into a more of a leader role, and now he's calling the shots on that defense.
Yeah, and now let's get into this week's game. So what can we expect from Cherry Creek? How does their talent stack up against Mooney's?
Yeah, I mean, they're a talented team. They have, I believe, 8 commits, and let alone in their senior class, 5 going Power 5. And, I mean, I think they're going to be one of the best teams we face all year. Talent-wise, I think they stack up pretty well, even with St. Thomas Aquinas, and they're a very talented team.
Yeah, I agree. I did hear that a couple years ago they had a 5-star D-end in their program, which is crazy. But yeah, I do agree that they stack up very well with us.
Yeah, and scheme-wise, what can Mooney expect?
I mean, I think they're a pretty balanced offense. They lose a lot of production on defense. Their 3 top tacklers from last year and the 2 sack leaders from last year all graduated. And I mean, they lost their wide receiver 1, but their run game is going to be very good this week. They have Jaden Fox going to UConn, averaged over around 130 yards per game last year. They have a sophomore who's number 70, who's 75th in the nation, number 5 running back in the nation. And last year in the state championship game, he had 100 yards as a freshman, 2 TDs, and 1 MVP in that game.
Yeah, I think the run game is going to be crucial for Cherry Creek tonight. They lost their leading receiver, Jeremiah Hoffman. He graduated last year, and now they have Jaden Fox, 19 total touchdowns last year. He's just looking to keep that rolling. With the weather conditions, it looks like it's going to be a run-heavy game for both sides.
Yeah, definitely. Now, how can either team win this game tonight?
I think what you got to see is you got to see Davin step up, because I mean, the offense has struggled a little bit when the running backs are struggles. We lost a big piece this year in Doodles, Deron Parks. He's going to FSU. He transferred away. You know, that's a really tough loss to replace. And I think if Davin can step up this week, which is what's going to have to happen down the stretch when we play really good teams, really talented teams, that's what's going to separate us from winning those games and not winning those games.
Yeah, I was talking to Davin earlier back at school. He said one of the game plans for today was to get the ball outside the numbers and run right up the middle. And you know, if they can execute that, I think they have a really good shot tonight.
Yeah, in terms of Cherry Creek, I think their run game is going to be a big factor in the game, because it's going to be strength on strength. Our D line's very good. Their offensive line's really good. They have 2 commits. Their 2 tackles are committed. They're both seniors. They have the number 1 player in Colorado as an interior offensive lineman. And I think whoever wins that matchup, it's going to be a big deciding factor in the game.
Yeah, this is a big heavyweight matchup that we got tonight.
Yeah, and now who are you guys looking out for as your X factor for either team?
So for Mooney, I got Cannell Jackson. With these conditions, I think Mooney, and with what Davin said earlier, I think they're going to really want to establish a run game like they tried to do last week. You know, we only got about a half in, but it looks like they were really trying to establish that game. And I think Fat is going to get a lot of volume, which leads me into my touchdown prediction. I think with that volume, I think he's going to find the end zone tonight.
Yeah, for me, I think Davin, like I said, he's going to be the biggest factor. If he can step up, make the big throws when he needs to, not make mistakes, you know, trust his offensive line to give him enough time to, you know, bullet throws into there, I think that's going to be the biggest difference for Mooney.
All right, now before we wrap up, let's get into some score predictions. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of gone back and forth on it. The rain kind of made me think maybe, you know, Cherry Creek with their running game is going to dominate a little more. But I came out here and I didn't really think about the jet lag aspect of it, and I think that's going to be a big factor. And I think Mooney's going to take it 24-17 today.
Yeah, with these conditions, my original score was 35-28 Mooney. But with these conditions, I feel like, you know, it's just muggy, it's wet, it's really humid out. I got 28-20 Cardinal Mooney.
Yeah.
All right, now, let me go with my score prediction. My score prediction, I got 28-24 Mooney. I think their run game will play a heavy factor, and I think if Davin can just stay calm and step up in the pocket, I think Mooney has the perfect recipe for success.
Yeah, I mean, you already see we kind of talked about the field, but even just where they're warming up, there's a bunch of divots everywhere. The field's torn up. So I think that might also affect the run game for Cherry Creek. You know, the field's going to get torn off. It's going to affect how they cut a little bit. So
yeah, exactly. We saw the D linemen. They came right around here. When they cut around this corner, that grass ripped right up. So it's going to be interesting.
All right, thank you guys for watching this pregame show on the Cougar Network. Once again, I'm Sebastian Bruno, joined by Matt Dalmau and Logan Mattel, and we're going to send up to Joey Antonucci and Emma Del Valle and catch us back here at halftime. See you then.
Handoff here on third down, and Kelly's gonna walk right in. Touchdown, Cougars! Chris McCorkle, another interception. He's gonna bring it all the way back this time. A pick six for Chris McCorkle.
Week after week, we bring you every play. The energy.
There he goes! In the end zone for a Mooney touchdown!
The grit.
And he's going. Makes one man miss, another man.
The roar of Cougar Nation.
There he looks deep. And he's wide open in his ball by number 2. Give her 3 on. Breaks a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
You're watching Mooney Football on the Cougar Network.
Stadium in Kissimmee, Florida. Beautiful night out here, about 80 degrees and clear. Should be a great night for the football. I'm Emmett Del Valle here with the Cougar Network, alongside Joey Antonucci. How's it going, Joey?
I'm doing great tonight. Beautiful night. Now it is. Rainy earlier, but hopefully we get this football game going. We're about to start already.
Yes, very exciting matchup tonight. We got the Cherry Creek Bruins out of Colorado facing up against your Cardinal Mooney Cougars. What you looking forward to seeing tonight, Joey?
I'm really looking forward. This is going to be a great matchup. Cherry Creek's definitely going to have to utilize the running game tonight, which, with all the rain that we had earlier. It's very muggy out. Ground's going to be tough to run on, to move around on. So they're going to have to run the ball.
Definitely. Yeah, very exciting night here. Our first game on the road that we're going to be streaming. Like I said, here in Kissimmee, Florida. Cougars kicking off. They chose to defer. And we're underway here. Cougars against Cherry Creek Bruins. Touches around the 10. Working it up. Taken down. It's going to be a face mask on the Cougars. Jaden Fox on the kick return there. That will bring out the Cherry Creek Bruins offense, led by senior quarterback Brady Vadica, committed to La Tech. So,
yeah, look for him and
Jaden Fox, a huge part of this offense as well. Senior running back, had 19 total touchdowns last year, so very impressive. It's about to get underway. Like I said, that face mask on the Cougars is going to move the Bruins up about their own 39-yard line. So great starting field position here for the Bruins.
Yeah, like you said, Jaden Fox and Elijah Cromwell, the sophomore this year, won MVP as a freshman of a state championship game last year, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, incredible season for the Bruins last year.
Look for that double punch in the running back.
Vodka out of the gun. Pitches it to Fox. Taken down for no gain. Great contain there by the Cougars.
Yeah, Zachary Samuel Jr. able to get off his block early. Push Fox outside. Couldn't tell exactly who that was, but might have been Jaden.
Yeah, the Cougars coming off a 41-14 victory last week. Game got cut short, so only played about 2 halves, but a great showing by the defense last week. Very impressive. Had a bunch of takeaways. And who's one guy in the Cougars defense you're excited to see tonight?
I mean, obviously you have big Elijah Golden. It's a big name. But another guy is, like we just said his name, Zachary Samuel Jr. He's always making a play, I feel like.
Definitely.
Great defensive lineman. Hurt last year, but.
2nd and 12. Fake handoff, flags in the play. Fox taking it up. Gives a stiff arm, about a gain of 5. See what the flags are.
Yeah, Vontrez Yarn coming down, making a big hit. Didn't see the whole play. I'm not sure exactly what the flag. It looked early flag, so maybe offsides, but it looks like they're going back though. I'm not sure.
Gonna have a flag in the 2nd and 12 attempt by the Bruins. Looks like it's gonna be offsetting penalties. Yeah. Yes.
So repeat.
Repeat 2nd and 12, I believe. Yeah, like we said, Cherry Creek coming out of Colorado flew in at about 1 o'clock yesterday, so jet lag could still be a factor, but I'm sure they're very turned for this game. Obviously very exciting. Play a team from Florida, you're from Colorado, so once-a-lifetime situation here for both these teams. Very exciting.
#1 team in Colorado coming down to play a top team in Florida, Uprising top team. Cardinal Mooney had an unbelievable battle against St. Thomas Aquinas a couple weeks ago. Just blew out True North in 1 half. The Cougars got a very tough schedule this year.
Definitely.
Loading it up.
Yeah, you get to see a contrast, too, between you take the #1 team in Colorado and a top 15 team in Florida, both ranked in the top 100 in the country. So we got a very exciting matchup. 2 different types of football as well, coming from both sides of the country. So pretty exciting. Another guy I'm excited to see on Mooney's defense is definitely Ryman Mosley. Caused that fumble last week. That was a great play.
Yeah, first year playing corner, he'll fly around, make a play. Interesting set.
So we got 2 fullbacks and Fox out of the backfield. He's gonna take it to the right. Taking up, looks like he got the first. Down about the 51.
Vontrez Yarn, you saw that speed. That's going to be a problem. Now, he did miss the tackle, but you saw early, able to get in the backfield. If he can wrap that up, that's a loss. Put him down to third and 4-ish.
Yeah, weather conditions are going to be very impactful here tonight. Like we said, had about an hour delay because of rain. And like we said, Mooney was there for the tackle. They just kind of slipped up there a little bit, as you can see, and Fox's speed just kind of overtook them. But
yeah,
definitely going to be a factor on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Yarn's got great speed. So he was able to get back there. But yeah, slippery. It's going to be slippery tonight. Might see a lot of missed tackles.
Another guy to look out for on Cherry Creek, number 87, Ty Gacci, the big tight end. Got a lot of catches last year. Huge part of that state championship winning team.
Yeah, Getchy's committed to BYU. I mean, Cherry Creek has a lot, and I mean a lot of commitments. You got BYU, Michigan State, quarterback, Vodka is committed to La Tech. That starting running back, Jaden Fox, committed to UConn. And his counterpart, Elijah Cromwell, he's the 75th player in the nation, running back in the nation for his group. And he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, so very
He's got a long way to come. Yeah.
Very impressive team. Vodka out of the gun. Gonna be play action. And they're gonna get to the quarterback. Number 5, Amani Armstrong. A big sack there for the Cougars.
That's big. You see bull rush right through. And he's all in Vodka's face.
Yeah, like we said, the Cougars defense is very, very, very powerful this year. Like I said last week, I would just describe them as electric. They're non-stop up front, and they're, like I said, they got great DBs. So it's gonna be pretty hard for Cherry Creek to get past them tonight.
Yeah, and Vodka's helmet came off on that play, so they're gonna have to put in the backup, Kellen Mock. Suman, I mean, it's gonna be tough. That's huge for the Cougars now. With your backup quarterback in for one play, you usually like to just run the ball, but it's 2nd and 20. That's tough to just run it and maybe get to 3rd and 15 or something like that at the best.
You want a decent gain here to set up Vodka. They are gonna run it, hand it off to Fox. You see that speed, and he's through down the sideline, past the 10. He's gonna take it all the way for a Cherry Creek touchdown. Incredible run by Fox.
Jaden Fox, and you can see that burst of speed he has and power. Runs right through Samuel Jr. and along with a couple other arm tackles, and is able to burst through, outrun Jaden Burnett, Vontrez Yarn, and pretty much that whole Cougar defense for a huge gain.
Yeah, just
huge touchdown.
Shot straight up the middle there. Just no one even barely touched. Just that acceleration is very impressive. So Cherry Creek's gonna jump out to a lead here.
And this is something that we haven't seen yet. The Cougars going down. Now, yes, they went down early against St. Thomas Aquinas, but it was a 2-0. It was only they hadn't let up the first touchdown of the game yet.
Yeah, so PAT is up and good. 7-0 lead here for Cherry Creek, and we just see that 2nd and 20 just turns into a touchdown instantly with the backup QB in. So that's got to be a huge confidence booster for Cherry Creek, knowing that Jaden Fox is going to be on tonight for them, because if he's on tonight, it's going to be a hard time for Mooney to stop him consistently, because that acceleration is just very, very impressive.
Yeah, and that's a situation where Mooney pretty much knows you're going to run the ball. I mean, it's early. You're not going to want to risk throwing with your backup quarterback early, unless you have a tremendous amount of trust in him.
Definitely.
But, I mean, there's a 95% chance you're running the ball there. And Jaden Fox is still able to find a hole. O-line does a great job up front. Committed.
Yeah, so, like you said, the backup was in there, and you gain so much confidence on the coaching end for Cherry Creek when you see Fox just shoot it up the gap there. So, like we said, Cherry Creek jumped out to a 7-0 lead here. Mooney's going to see if they can have a quick response. Taking up the middle. He's got a block. A good return there up to about the 38-yard line for number 1, Ryman Mosley.
Yeah, good job there by Ryan Mosley. You can see Laurent Dews on the other side almost giving him a lead, telling him exactly where to go. Those two have unbelievable speed, so if whoever you kick it to, it's going to be a problem.
Definitely. Yeah, like we said, Cougars offense with Davin Davison, it's going to be his second regular season game that he's going to be starting. He was very impressive last week. I really like to see him use his legs. Obviously, he had that fumble loss, but I think that was just a first game mistake. And he's been very impressive so far. So we're going to already have a flag here, looking like it's going to be on Cherry Creek. It's going to move Mooney up to 1st and 5.
Yeah, a little antsy early. Not what you want to see. I mean, when you're coming down, you can't be sloppy in a big game like this against a big opponent. Can never be sloppy. Have penalties like this.
Yeah, flag's a huge part of Mooney's game last week. Wasn't a huge problem because of that huge lead, but they definitely got to watch it this week. Handoff to Keneal Jackson up the middle. He's going through, up the sideline, taken down. Huge run there for Keneal Jackson. Great start to the drive for the Cougars.
That's the Keneal that we've wanted to see. We didn't see that against St. Thomas Aquinas week 0. Now there's a flag on the field. Not sure, it was late flag, but could be face mask, I'm not sure. But that's the Keneal we want to see. Even against a true North, we didn't see him burst out as big as we want him, like last year.
Yes, very impressive last year. 28 total touchdowns for Keneal Jackson. And the Cougars are going to move up even more. I believe it was a face mask, so.
Personal foul, yeah.
Yeah, so penalties for both teams so far. So, like we said, the Cougars, huge penalties last week, gave about 100 yards to True North, so trying to limit those today.
And we keep this tempo, try to wear the Bruins out.
Definitely. Cougars already in the red zone here.
Just nearing the red zone.
Yes, looks like it's going to be doubles. Davin out of the gun. Going to hand it off to Keneal. Taking up for a decent gain, about 4 yards. And that's just what we like to see from Keneal, just consistent gaining of yards, especially on the first down, because you want to set up a good second down for your team. So, yes, very impressive last year. Not the best start this year, but I'd love to see him get rolling right in this game. Huge game for them. Bring up about 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 7, I'm sorry. Davin out of the gun. Pumps. Looks to Mason Jordan. Off his hand. Didn't look like he knew the ball was coming to him, but a great ball there by Davin. So
Yeah.
a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, just miscommunication. Mason Jordan, I'm not sure. Yeah, just an early ball by Davin. Honestly, a perfect ball. That was a really good ball, but Mason just wasn't looking. Nothing you could do there.
We'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cougars here. We'd love to see him get one in the end zone here early, tie this game. We're going to have a timeout by the Cougars here.
Official timeout, water break. First water break. I mean, they're going to want to call some of these. It's humid out. And I'd love to see Mooney start to go a little more tempo. I mean, coming down from Colorado, yeah, it's been getting hot there in the summer, but it's not nearly as humid as it is in Florida, which is something that's very different. So I'd love to see Mooney to go tempo a little bit, try to wear this defense out.
Definitely. We'd like to thank you for tuning into the Cougar Network and watching tonight's broadcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on social media at cmhs.cougernetwork and visit us on the web at cmhs-cougernetwork.live. Water break looks to be over here.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here. A long 7. I'm not sure. Cougars haven't kicked field goals.
They did
this year.
Not a huge field goal kicking team, the Cougars.
So wouldn't be surprised you try to get half here and go for it on 4th.
Yeah, definitely 4th down territory here, especially early in the first quarter. Only 7-0 lead. Gonna be trips left here for Davin. Out of the gun. Keneal to his left. They're gonna hand it off to Keneal. And he's stuffed right at the yard of scrimmage.
Cade Halls, Fresno State commit, able to come through, make a big stop. I mean, he is absolutely huge.
Yeah, so big stop there. And we are going to see a field goal attempt here by the Cougars. Don't see many of these, so maybe the Cougars just want to get on the board here.
Yeah,
against a big team.
This is a long 4th and 6. Besides that one Keneal run, you haven't been able to get much.
35-yard field goal attempt. It's up and good. So big 3 points there for the Cougars just to get out on the board.
Liam Bowers knocks it through. Cougars get their first field goal of the year. And it's funny, I mean, I was talking to Matt, Seb, and Logan on the pregame show, talking to them before the game, talking about score predictions. And Matt had 24-17. I was like, man, we don't kick field goals. I don't know what you're going with there,
Yeah, not
but
much.
it looks like he is correct.
Yeah, so I don't blame them there either. Trying to get some points on the board, just create a little bit of momentum for the Cougars. If you get a stop here, go down, score a touchdown, be up 10-3. So
no, I think it's a great decision. It all depends on how much trust you have in your players to do something. Clearly, they have trust in Liam, able to make that field goal.
yeah, it shows,
7-3 game.
shows you have good trust in your defense as well. Don't have to tie it up this early because they do have a great defense. That was just a very explosive run we saw from Jaden Fox on the last drive. So Cougars definitely went over that and going to try to prevent that the rest of the night. So. But Cougars do get some points up on the board. 7-3 ball game here. Kickoff from the Cougars. A little pooch kick, received about the 20. He's cutting up the line. He stopped at the 40. Could have been a big gain there for the Bruins out of the gate.
That's something we talked to Coach Clark in the beginning of the week, and we've seen it all year and last year. Something the Cougars do a lot is pooch kicking. Try to keep it away from the big athletes. This time it was kicked right to Braylon Lumbus, another running back, another athlete the Bruins have. He's able to get a good return. I mean, you can see Vodka's stats started as a freshman, third-year quarterback, I believe, or a sophomore. Started as a sophomore, third-year quarterback, over 6,000 passing yards, 77 touchdowns. And he's just a great build, 6'2", 215. It's exactly what you want to see. He is committed.
La Tech. Yeah, so
Louisiana Tech.
very impressive stats there for 3 years as the starting quarterback for Cherry Creek. A little out route here. Runs over the DB, pick up the first down.
Might not look impressive. That's a really good ball right there. I mean, that's quick. Quick, leads them a little bit out in front. Perfect right in the chest. That's exactly what you want to see. And you just saw, you got Elijah Cromwell coming in the game.
Yeah, Elijah Landrum on that catch there. So a nice little gain there to start off, pick up the first down. Yeah, so it looks to be Cherry Creek working very quick, trying to keep Mooney on their toes. So putting pressure early on the defense here. Body out of the gun. Motions get you over.
Could be some pressure.
Gonna get the Fox flag on the play, and he stopped immediately.
Elijah Golden coming across. Didn't make the full tackle, but hit him. Hit him initially. Knocks him down.
Yeah, big stop there. We're gonna see the flag.
They're waving it off.
Waving it off, no flag. So big stop there for the Cougars. And that was Fox's first run since that big touchdown. So great for the Cougars to stop him there. Bring up 2nd and 11.
And this D-line for me is just an absolute unit. I mean, Elijah Golden, Amani Armstrong, Zach Samuel Jr.
A lot of size.
Brody Wyman. All just huge, huge players.
Vodka out of the gun. Pressure on the QB. Gets it away. It's going to be incomplete.
Low. And yeah, I mean, Braylon Lumbus thinks he caught it. Could not see it. You got the big wall of players on right here. But once again, great pressure there by Zachary Samuel Jr. and Brody Wyman. Thought there could have been a hold call on Wyman.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of holding there. Not called by the referees, but...
I mean, so yeah, some of these refs are going to let him play. I was watching the USF game last night, and I mean, there could have been multiple holding calls, I thought, but they let him play.
Definitely, and if they keep it consistent the whole night, you know, you like to see it.
Yeah.
Let the kids play, they say.
Hughes down here, wouldn't be surprised with pressure.
Yep, third left immediately stuffed by Mooney's D-line. Very impressive stand there for the Cougars, and we're going to see another flag.
And it's something that we've got to watch out for the Cougars. Can't be, I think it is on Bruins, but Cougars don't want to feed into that.
Yes, another personal foul, I believe, on the Bruins. So very chippy game so far. Obviously, both teams want to start off hot.
Yeah, Monty Armstrong, KJ Brown, Elijah Golden, pretty much everyone on that D-line and linebacker front got in there.
Yeah, just ran into a brick wall there. Nothing to do for the running back.
An interesting call on 4th and 11, or 3rd and 11 it was.
Yeah, I'm surprised they wouldn't throw the ball. Vodka's looked pretty good so far out of the gun throwing it, so. Not the best call I'd go with there, but looks like Cherry Creek's gonna bring out the punt squad here. Number 91, Blake Pennick. 2027 grad on the punt.
Yeah, Ron Dew's back to receive. Like we said earlier, he's got unbelievable speed.
Yeah.
Look for him to maybe do something if he's able to catch this punt in the air.
Would love to see him do something here. Punt is off. Dew's gonna let it bounce. He's gonna pick it up. See a little bit of return here. Taken down about the 20 by number 4, Braylon Lumbus. So a nice tackle there. Brings him down. Cougars are gonna start their drive at the 20-yard line. Yeah, I'd like to see the Cougars take a shot here. Maybe chemistry young like we've seen the past couple days. They had that great post play up the middle against True North. So I'd love to see Cougars take a big shot here. Try to get some momentum on their side of the passing game.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, a lot of things that happen. It's still early.
Definitely.
Your offense runs through Keneal Jackson. At least all of last year ran through Keneal Jackson. So why not let him continue that work? O-line a little depleted from last year, but still just as good as any O-line.
Yep. 1st and 10 at the 19 for the Cougars. Little screen pass here to Bo Daniel. Decent gain there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good 5-6 yard gain. Just a quick, simple pass. Nothing special to it.
Yeah, I like to see the Cougars work fast on offense.
Oh, jailbreak screen.
Yeah. Haven't seen the field conditions come into huge play tonight, but definitely a little bit of slipping going on between both teams. And we saw a little fumble there on the jet sweep, trying to get it to number 6.
Yeah, saw that last week. Saw that last week against True North. That's something, I mean, obviously the Cougars need to continue to work on.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd down here for the Cougars.
Because, I mean, that could have been a disaster. The Bruins get that ball. They're just outside of red zone.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to build up some confidence in that play. Like we said, the fumble last week, and it was a fumble loss, so luckily there, Foy could just pick it up immediately.
Look at Mason Jordan here, possibly.
Hits chemistry young. Looks to have the 1st down. So big play there for the Cougars on 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good play there. You got Mason Jordan on the bang post on the inside and chemistry on the dagger on the outside. Just a simple read for Davin. Read that safety in corner. And he makes the right one and puts a good ball out there for chemistry to catch right in his chest. 1st down for Cougars, that's big. That's a big 1st down.
Chemistry had that big touchdown last week on that, like we said, that poster out up the middle. So I'd love to see him play a huge part in this game tonight.
Yeah, back to Twins.
Yep, Davin out of the gun. Gonna give it to Keneal. Working his way up. Stopped at about a gain, 1 yard.
Yeah, Tufano Umakais able to get back there quick. Almost broke that tackle, but I mean that's a big boy. That's hard to get away from.
Yeah, even for him to keep his feet moving and just get about 1 or 2 yards there is pretty impressive. Quick pass out to chemistry once again. He's gonna pick up the 1st. So big plays here for the Cougars. I love to see Davin targeting chemistry here. He's a big target. Got great hands. great speed, so would love to see him keep that going. Working fast here are the Cougars. Out of the gun. Drop back. Gonna take a shot to chemistry here. Nothing there, a little bit overthrown. But I'd like to see him take the quick shot. Not a bad play.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you a little bit there. I don't love taking a big shot there. You're starting to move the ball. Oh, and a chirpy flag, I guess. Someone's chirping. But I feel like you're moving the ball. You're getting 5 yards each time. Maybe just take another run or a simple hitch, and then draw them in, then run a hitch and go. But this flag was on the Bruins, so
Cougars are gonna pick up a free. Whoa, free
15
yards, I guess, here.
Something you can't have.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, you can't have that in these big games.
Yeah,
It's
they're
unacceptable.
Basically gifting the Cougars some big yards here, especially after that completion. Was gonna bring up 2nd and 10, killed their momentum a little bit, but they get it right back here with the penalty on Cherry Creek. So yeah, so penalties making a huge impact so far tonight. So brings up 1st and 10 for the Cougars, now in Bruin territory at the 42. Pump fake once again hits chemistry, trying to make a move. Good gain there, picks up 5. And that's the play you said you'd like to see, like on that. Yeah,
just short 5-yard gains. That's all you need. Draw the defense in. Continue with those runs, and then eventually, then you can take that shot with chemistry. Jordan, Bo Daniel.
Yeah, you got a lot of weapons on the receiving. I'd love to see Mason Jordan, like he got that target. He got that target on the first drive. A little bit of miscommunication, but a great wide receiver. We're gonna take another shot to chemistry. Once again, just overthrown a little bit. So trying the same thing there. You can bring up 2nd and 10 once again.
Now chemistry is a speedster, but that was great coverage by Demarius Lavender. I mean, he was on him the whole way.
Yeah, read it like a book out of the snap. So great coverage there.
Or Jaden Spencer, I'm sorry. Jaden Spencer on the coverage. He was perfect, and also just overthrown, but great coverage.
Trips less, motion over with Foy. The jet sweep, Davin's gonna hold on to it, and he's taken down for a loss. Big tackle there. Number 42, Reeve Thomas. Big play for the Bruins.
That's where you see the hesitation from Davin. Not running, he doesn't run these buzz plays a lot. He's a big thrower, that's his strong suit. So when they put Davin in there to run buzz, a little shaky.
Yeah.
You see it twice already. He got a fumble. That was just, took it way too late. I don't know if he thought he was gonna give it or take it. That's just something you gotta work on.
Yeah.
It's gonna come with time.
Tune in next Thursday night as we broadcast a huge rivalry game for Mooney Volleyball. Your Lady Cougars take on the Venice Indians live at 7 p.m. And next Friday, we'll be back at home for the Friday Night Lights as Mooney takes on the Rockledge Raiders. Yeah, pretty unfortunate night for the Lady Cougars volleyball the other day. I was at the game. I was gonna do replay for the stream, and we didn't have referees, so we couldn't play the game. So pretty unfortunate there, but hopefully rivalry game against Venice goes a little bit better. So
that was Wednesday.
That was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
These Cougars will take over here, switch sides.
4th and 10.
Second quarter.
They're going for this on a 4th and 10. I mean, you are in no man's land, but that's more of a college no man's land, I feel.
Yeah, so aggressive play by here, the Cougars. Davin scrambling out to his left, and he finds him. He finds chemistry going up the left. Touchdown Cougars. I'm sorry, that was LeRon Dews. A huge play by the Cougars. Davin threads the needle and gets it to his wide receiver. A huge play by the Cougars on 4th and 10. Playing aggressive, and the Cougars will take the lead for the first time here tonight, as the first play of the second quarter is a huge touchdown for the Cougars.
Great play by Davin Davison, able to avoid the pressure, steps up, steps to the side, and somehow gets it past Jackson Briggs. I don't know if that hit off his hands.
I believe it was a slight deflection.
Okay, it looked like it went right through his hands or something, but Good hand-eye coordination by LaRon. And the Cougars are able to take the lead.
Very exciting.
Oh, he misses it.
PAT is no good. And that is the second PAT missed in a row for the Cougars. It's pretty unfortunate there, but the Cougars do pick up the touchdown and do pick up the lead. See Davin Davidson.
Steps up. It's a nice block by Keneal Jackson. Gives him some time. And then you can see Mason Jordan going down, blocking, looking for someone to block.
Yeah, beautiful play there by the Cougars.
What I love there, though, that play, Keneal Jackson's able to step up, take a block, take a hit, gives Davin Davidson a second of more time to step up and make something happen with his feet.
Yeah, so a great way to end off that Cougars second drive, picking up some more points on that huge touchdown. And I love to see Davin in that way, scrambling out, finding, making plays. So really showing his presence as a starting quarterback for the Cougars this year. So great drive there, capping it off. Like I said, with that touchdown on 4th and 10. Cougars will kick off here. Another pooch kick. And that's going to be straight out of bounds. So it's going to be great starting field position once again for the Bruins. Bruins going to bring out the offense here. Start off their third drive of the game. Cougars lead 9-7. So we've seen both teams show off some great talent so far tonight. Some big plays as well. That big run by the Bruins, by Fox, and that big touchdown there from Davin DeFoy. So seeing both teams show out tonight.
Yeah, seen a lot of speed so far.
Gonna see the bootleg. Hits his target, Getchy, first time tonight. Gonna make a huge impact in this game tonight. The BYU commit, the big tight end.
Nice fake there. I really like that fake, though, by Vodka. Looks one way, stays calm. He looks like a really just calm presence quarterback, the way he did that play. Looked like a college play almost.
Yeah, he took that spin like he was dancing by himself. Like there's no one else out there. So a lot of confidence shown by the senior quarterback, Vodka. Gonna bring up 2nd and 3 for the Bruins from the 42-yard line. Snap, toss to Fox, working it up. And he's shoved down by Elijah Golden. A couple other of his D-line buddies, so big play there for the Cougars.
Yeah, that's that big Elijah Golden, Notre Dame commit.
The Golden Child, as they call him. Big play there.
Now you got a huge 3rd and 5. You're on your own side of the field. It's going to be tough to go for this unless you get a good 3-4 yards here. So I mean, this is a big down.
Yeah,
Cougars get the ball back, go down, score, go up by 2 possessions.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how aggressive Cherry Creek going to be early in this game. Vodka out of the gun, heaves it up. Number 31, Elijah Landrum, just does not see the ball at all.
Really nice coverage. You got press coverage, something I noticed. Also saw Vodka looking that way. Saw press coverage though. Ryan Mosley though, not letting his man get off. Elijah Landrum was not able to get off that line quick, and so he's forced to go every which way to get by. And by then, Vodka's under pressure. Has no time. So 4th down, they're gonna have to punt.
Yeah, some visible frustration shown there by Vodka. Really want to make an impact on that drive, but Cougars defense contains. Like we said, just they bend but don't break. Like that first drive, we said a punt almost nearly blocked. It's gonna settle about the 30. Floyd's gonna pick it up.
That always scares me a little bit. Just when a punt returner picks that ball up when it's rolling, always scares me. But, I mean, Laron's able to handle it pretty well. Keneal's brother, Cardinal Jackson, was almost able to get that block punt. That would have been huge.
Yeah, special teams definitely plays a big part in these games, too. It gets a little bit overlooked. Like we said, that missed PAT makes a pretty big difference in the game because now a field goal could take the lead for Cherry Creek. So, yeah, Cardinal Jackson almost on that block punt. Had the huge forced fumble last week against True North, so made a big impact in that game.
Better, or is that too bright?
Dabbing out of the gun.
Cool.
Gonna hand it off to Keneal. Shooting up the middle. Stopped at about 2 yards. 2-yard gain there for Keneal.
Give me a call on yes or no. Is it good or no?
Gonna bring up 2nd and 8 for the Cougars.
Someone's on the camera's good.
And, I mean, you could see
Is the camera good or no?
these DBs are given. Now they're playing a little closer, but you see they drop back. They're giving a lot of room to these wide receivers.
Keneal working up, loses the football. And Cherry Creek will cover it. Like we said, fumbles a huge part of the game last week. Mooney had 3 of them, and that's a big turnover for the Cougars. Was gonna give Cherry Creek the ball here on their own half.
And a man who's, I don't know if he fumbled all of last year, Cardinal Jackson, has already fumbled 3 times this year.
Yeah, so a little bit unfortunate there for the Cougars. Would love to see him score on that drive.
But I mean, the way this defense has played all year, it's going to be tough to score, but starting with this field position helps a lot.
Definitely.
So really nice job by the Bruins defense to come up with that.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive that the Cougars can have a pretty bad turnover like that, but they won't get too nervous because their defense has just been so great so far this year. So would love to see them have their offensive back here. Vodka rolls out to his right immediately. Pressured, has nowhere to throw it.
Yeah, Monty Armstrong and Zach Samuel Jr. both on pressure.
Been relentless so far tonight, not giving Vodka enough time to make those rollout passes been wanting to, so definitely a bit frustrating for number 13. Gonna bring up 2nd and 10 on the 42 for the Bruins. Yeah, pretty good showing by both sides here. Got a lot of Cherry Creek fans, mostly family, I'm guessing. Yeah, with the distance. And I'm guessing flying. I'm hoping flying for their sake. 2nd and 10. Vodka, a little slip screen here, hits Fox. About 7-yard gain there. Gonna bring up 3rd down.
I like this formation the Bruins are running, a little go-go offense, almost like UNLV. You're using Fox and Cromwell, 2 unbelievable speedsters and unbelievable running backs. So I like having them both back there. You never know if you're going to hand one off to one or throw it to the other.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of options in the backfield, especially when you have a senior quarterback like Vodka, knows what he's doing back there. So,
but Vontrez Yarns able to push him out of bounds. I believe that was him. Makes it 3rd and 5, as Bruins going to have to call timeout. Discuss this. It was a big down.
Yes, definitely. This game moving a lot faster than last week's.
Yeah, it seems that like the last True North took forever.
Yes, definitely. That first quarter felt like it was about an hour and a half.
Yeah. But this, I mean, it feels like this one's gone by. Yeah, I mean, 30 minutes in, it's already 8:44 left.
Yeah. So pretty fast-paced game. A lot of good football been played so far. Like we said, that fumble by Cardinal Jackson on the last Cougars drive set up this pretty good field position for Cherry Creek. But like we said, Mooney's defense holding strong once again. Going to bring up, I believe, probably the biggest 3rd down of the game so far. Cherry Creek on the Cougars' 36-yard line.
You happen to watch that USF game?
I didn't. I did hear about it, though.
You missed out. You missed out.
Yeah.
My Bulls.
I didn't know USF had a game like that. I wasn't really sure about them this year.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Byron Brown is probably, last time I checked, I believe he's Heisman front runner now. I don't see why he wouldn't be, but
yeah, he's pretty tough for his size. Run through that whole defense of Boise State. So big 3rd down here for the Bruins. That go-go offense, like Joey said, gonna hand it off to Fox, and he's immediately stopped.
Yeah, just tripped up there and back. I believe he tripped up over his own man, Anthony Betty, the tight end. But a lucky break for the Cougars.
Looks like 4th down territory here for the Bruins. Yeah, if Moody's defense could hold strong here, that's just such a big confidence booster for them. Just being able to completely kill the Bruins drive with this great field position they've gotten. So huge 4th down here. 8:12 left in this first half.
Yeah, out comes Betty. No need for... See, now, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cougars try to rush.
Yeah, I would like to
try
see
to blitz.
Yeah, I would like to see him get some pressure here. Fast.
4th and 5. You got press coverage on the near side with Mosley.
Some motion. And Vodka's going to take it out to the right. And they have a trick play here. No one in his... No one there. He's going to take it all the way to the end zone.
Unbelievable play. Unbelievable. You got all the attention on the other side.
Maxwell Levette on that trick play had the entire Cougars defense fooled. Looks like they were going to do a little QB run to the right to send everybody, but then Levette came sprinting on the opposite side, had no one in his way, had blockers out in front. So very, very, very good execution there for Cherry Creek. Was not expecting that on 4th down. So
yeah, I mean, I was a little confused when the play started, a sprint rollout play, but all that attention was on Elijah Cromwell.
I was at a loss of words. There was so much going on in that one play, a lot of moving parts, but
and able to come back. Yeah, I mean, you leave Ryan Mosley on an island over here with 3 lineman blockers and a wide receiver blocker. Nothing he could do.
Yeah, so Cherry Creek jumps out to another lead here. Like we said, Maxwell Levette, that great speed coming across the field with one man in his way, but many blockers in front, so no pressure there.
There was a flag on the play. I'm not sure.
I believe it was unsportsmanlike on Cherry Creek for the celebration.
Okay, that's what I figured, and that's just... I mean, it's not going to be awful there because it's just going to go against the kickoff. But when you get a sack or something on a 3rd down, see, look, you can see Elijah Cromwell, all the attention's on him. Maybe the Cougars thought it was a speed option or something.
Yeah, just cuts it across, and
Maxwell Lovett's able to just use his speed to get in.
Yeah, and Ryan Mosley did get to him at the end, but at the 1-yard line, just not enough time to make the tackle. So very impressive play there by Cherry Creek. Had something up their sleeve for that 4th down there. And I believe the PAT was missed as well for Cherry Creek, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like we're gonna have a 13-9 game here. Still plenty of time left in this second quarter. Like to see the Cougars bounce back. Obviously that fumble, a little unfortunate last drive by Keneal Jackson. Like to see him bounce back, just have a little bit better ball security, obviously. Yeah, and Cherry Creek coming out strong here. Obviously tough traveling and everything from Colorado, so I'm very impressed by how they've come out so far. Coming out hot, obviously coming out with those trick plays. I don't think Mooney was expecting that at all on a big 4th down like that. But
Here goes Jariah Barnes on the kickoff. Crowd seemed pretty happy about that. I don't know the lore, but maybe it's a Colorado thing. And
Colorado lore.
Yeah, but I guess they did put that PAT back on. I thought he had made it. I just
a little bit miscommunication.
A little late.
A little light. Kickoff here. Ooh, pretty deep. No go for the Cougars.
What a kick. Although I don't know if they actually got pushed back. It did, I mean, it looked like he kicked it from the 40, which is normal. A normal kickoff.
Maybe it will be added to.
Nah, I don't think you could do it. Yeah, so no, it's just a regular. They might have just waved it off. Or offsetting, could have been offsetting. As I was saying before though, before a fumble, these corners given a lot of cushion, which is why we see a lot of these quick routes from the Cougars. I mean, you got 3-on-2 over here.
Yep. Screen pass hits Mason Jordan. Immediately stop there.
I'd like to see a little more effort on the block next time.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you had 3-on-2 off the bat. Now the Bruins did swarm in there, but that could have been at least a 5-yard gain if you have good blocks set up. Mason Jordan be able to get to the outside, gain a couple yards, but Bruins swarm on him, no gain.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 for the Cougars once again from the 20. Davin out of the gun. Pretty much same play. Hits Chemistry Young for about no gain once again. Not really sure about that play call there.
Looks like USF's first drive yesterday. Couple screens right away. Now you got a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, brings up a 3rd and long here for the Cougars.
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you go back to a lot of times we see that chemistry dig or post over the middle.
Yeah, I would love to see him beat him there. Davin gonna hit Ryman Mosley.
Stepped out of bounds early.
Yeah, so pretty.
Looked like a different type of a bench concept. Chemistry ran a quick corner, and Mosley more of just a flat. But they're gonna go for this right now. We're on a 4th and 2 on their own, inside their own 30.
Yeah, so Davin out of the gun.
I don't know if they're gonna actually snap this.
Yeah, 4th and 2 here. We're gonna have a timeout.
Ooh, Cherry Creek.
By Cherry Creek.
They'll talk it over.
Yeah, maybe getting a little bit nervous, like on that 4th and 10 last time. Obviously a little bit shorter here, 4th and 2, so the run is an option here for the Cougars. So I'm gonna discuss that a little bit. Here at the Cougar Network, we're super excited to be offering sponsorship opportunities for you and your local businesses. Visit us on the web at cmhs.cougarnetwork.live to check out all the opportunities for football, volleyball, and other programming. All the proceeds from your sponsorship go directly to the Cougar Network to help us keep producing content like tonight's game, and every bit helps.
And yeah, they're gonna put in backup quarterback Devin Minery. Now, they're gonna snap it.
You're gonna see a
pooch punt.
Punt by Devin Minery. Out of bounds, so looks like they're possibly trying to go for a fake punt, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they just wanted to put a little confusion out there, but
confused me. So
I mean, it brings me back to last night. I know I keep bringing it, USF, which I still don't know how that special teams coordinator. He's gonna get chewed out. I mean, you put in a 3rd-string quarterback, USF did, and ran a fake punt with your #1 wide receiver out there as a gunner, who's not usually on punt. And that was it. They were to convert on a 4th and 8.
Yeah,
I like to ramble about USF.
It all goes back to USF, but it was a very eventful game. I will say that. So
I saw the backup quarterback brought me to that.
Out of the gun, looking, and he's taken down by the D-line.
Zachary Samuel Jr. once again got a little scared there for Vodka though, holding that football out. I saw Monty Armstrong coming in, thought he was gonna be able to strip that. But he's able to bring it back in quick. But a huge sack.
Yeah, as
for Zach Samuel Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, brings up second 18 here for the Bruins. Yeah, like we said, Zachary Samuel was the first one to get there. He held on until other D linemen got there, and they just all took him down together. So big sack there for the Cougars. Second and forever here for the Bruins. Gonna hand it off to Fox, taking it up. That great speed by the running back.
Yeah, really nice blocking there, especially by Jackson Career. Senior guard, able to just push through this tough Mooney D line. But nice blocking there, opens up a big hole for Fox.
Yeah,
he's able to go right through it.
Yeah, that great speed of Fox, just he runs, sees guys, just cuts back up. So very shifty running back. Gonna bring up a 3rd and 6 here for the Bruins.
Yeah, this looks like a long 6. Oh, you can see the little sportsmanship at the middle of the field. I like that.
First moment of that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty chirpy. Seen a lot of people talking, but just it goes to show there's always love in the world. Go trips right now.
Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Bruins here.
Pressure looks to be coming.
Gonna take a shot here. High points the ball, and he's gonna bring it down. A huge catch for number 31, Elijah Landrum.
And I can tell he is pumped up, Elijah Landrum. Not awful coverage. I mean, that's good coverage by Ryan Mosley. It just looked like he couldn't locate the ball, didn't jump at all, and Landrum's able to high point that, like you said. Great hand-eye coordination. Just an unfortunate break for Ryan Mosley.
Yeah, big conversion there for the Bruins. Up 14-9 on the Cougars. Time ticking away in this first half. Only 4:14 left now.
You move Fox out there to wide receiver. Look, might just motion him back. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Vodka out the gun. Yep. Rolling out to the right is Vodka. Looking for his man. He hits him.
Great poise there by Vodka. I mean, he got Brody Wyman right in his face, chasing at him.
See a replay here. I believe it was.
You can see, look, yeah, on the catch. Mosley's right there. He slips a little bit. That's what it looked like. He slipped, wasn't able to get his footing to jump up.
Yeah, very impressive catch. Managed to keep his feet in bounds there while still holding onto the football. So very impressive there. Gonna have a 1st and 10 here from the 14.
Cougars need a stop here.
Definitely.
You do get ball at half, so if you can go and hold them to a field goal here, that'd be huge. Triple motion.
A lot of different formations here tonight for the Bruins. Gonna hand it up to Fox, up the middle, and he finds his way to the end zone once again. Jaden Fox's 2nd touchdown of the night. Gonna put Cherry Creek up 20-9 on the Cardinal Mooney Cougars.
Perfect play by Fox and the Bruins. You can see Oliver Miller, number 74, blocking there. Committed to Kansas State, he is. That was one of the biggest blocks. But, I mean, there was a bunch of other blocks that just went good. Fox is able to burst through the hole, make a couple people miss, jump around.
Yeah.
Really nice touchdown, though, by the Bruins there.
Like a honing missile, he just somehow finds his way through the gaps.
If you were going to let up the score, though, that is the best case scenario for the Cougars. They let them score quickly. So you got 3 minutes left, 3 timeouts, plenty of time to go score yourself, and then get ball at half. But a great drive from the Bruins.
Yeah, PAT up and good. 21-9 ball game here. Gonna see a replay of that run by Fox. Like I said, just works his way.
Yeah, look at all of them. 87, 74, 59. 74 with the big pancake there.
Yeah, very impressive. Yeah, I would love to see the Cougars come out, get a score here, get some momentum going at halftime. They do get ball. Start off the second half.
Get down there, 12. Let's go.
Yeah, about that Kansas State prediction last Friday. I'm not too sure about that now. That undefeated season.
Kansas State, yeah, great team. So I mean, can we be committed to there? I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, that undefeated prediction isn't looking too good now with already a loss under their belt. Either way, kickoff goes to Laurent Foy.
It's okay though, because my real hot take was USF going to the playoffs. Which, I mean, not even a hot take. Especially at this point, with a huge win.
Yeah, some.
Looks like you got Devin Minnery in the game. A little more experience under his belt.
Yeah, Cougars looking for something here. Get some momentum under. Minnery on the fake jet sweep. Works his way up for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, looking just in a game with a lot of experience. Looking for some of that with Devin Minnery in.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Cougars work fast here. Be able to score with not too much time left on the clock for Cherry Creek. Devin motions Ryman Mosley over. He's going to take it himself up the middle. Working his way up for the first down. Big run for Devin Minnery. And Devin is stuffed by number 8, Braylon Hodge.
Oh my. And that is not something we see. Devin Minnery is a kid who usually runs through people, and a huge hit there by Braylon Hodge. Read that all the way.
Shot out of a cannon, Hodge. Huge hit. That turned up the Cherry Creek crowd. Once again, see some motion. Gives it to Ryan Mosley this time. Decent gain there, about 4 yards. Bring up third. Third and about 8 for the Cougars.
But yeah, bring back in Davin. Looking for a pass here, most likely, on 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them bouncing back between quarterbacks. I'd like to see them try to stick with one, just keep that chemistry with their offense, but
yeah, it's an interesting tactic. I mean, you see teams like St. Thomas Aquinas do it, who's unbelievable. They're a top team in the country. Off coverage here. That could be a false start from chemistry.
Davin scrambling out to his right. Hits Mason, who's immediately tackled.
Mason Jordan might have gotten that first down. He bounced off that hit.
Yeah, he worked it up.
I think he got it. Mason Jordan.
And they're going to give him the first.
Huge play by Mason Jordan. That is unbelievable. He was just standing in no man's land. And you see linebacker come down and make a big hit on him. He stands there tall, takes that hit, powers forward, stands straight up. Huge first down from the Cougars there.
Yeah, you love to see, especially when the vibes are a bit low for the Cougars. Someone make a play like that. And Davin's now going to hit chemistry, going up the sideline. Huge there. Don't go anywhere, folks. At halftime, we got Seb, Logan, and Matt coming at you live from the sideline with our halftime special. They're going to bring you their analysis of the game so far and what they expect in the second half, so stay right here. Yeah, big pass there. Davin to chemistry. Once again, we've seen that a bit tonight. Got 55 seconds left here in the second half, first half. Davin taking a shot, and it's going to be intercepted. Out. Intercepted by number 7, Jaden Spencer. That is a gut punch for the Cougars there.
Yeah, just an overthrow from Davin. But an unbelievable catch over the shoulder by Jaden Spencer.
Yes.
But just, I mean, looking for Mason Jordan there into double coverage. Just an overthrow. Which is usually, if you're gonna miss, you usually want it to be an overthrow. But not that much. I mean, you can see, I mean, those great coverage there by Jaden Spencer and Jackson Briggs.
Yeah, definitely some wide receiver hands there for the defensive back. So great hands there. Great job to make that interception, but Cougars gonna need a big second half to bounce back here against Cherry Creek. Vodka out of the gun. Fox to his left. Gonna give to him. Taking it up. Decent gain, about 6 yards.
KJ Brown's able to come over, make a good tackle.
It looks like they're just gonna let the clock run out here. Maybe try to get another big run from Fox. Obviously, he's capable of scoring from anywhere.
Yeah, usually my thing is, if you're gonna run the ball, why not just kneel it? But with the way Fox has been running the ball, I mean, you have a chance to break off a huge run, especially if the Cougars are playing the pass. But I think they're just gonna let this one go to half, as the Cougars are down 21-9. Bruins lead.
Yeah, and we saw the Cougars jump out to that 9-7 lead, but ever since that, haven't been able to do much on offense, and defense trying to hold strong. But this Cherry Creek offense is pretty powerful. But we'll be back with you for the second half.
Do you think we first are going to have an interview with Coach Clark? I'm not sure.
Looks like it's going to be Leah.
We are going to do it, okay.
Leah going to be interviewing Coach Clark here.
Okay, send it down. We'll send it down to you now.
That Cherry Creek has a pretty strong offense. How is the defense going to adjust in order to be able to stop them?
Yeah, I think we're doing really well on defense. We just had a couple big plays, right? They ran the reverse on 4th down. It was a great call by them. I think our defense is playing really well. We just got to make some tackles when we're not making tackles, and offense has got to help us out, right? We got to continue to move chains. We got to do what we're coached to do.
All right, so how are you going to keep up the momentum during the second half?
Well, we got a senior-heavy team, and we're going to see how good of leaders they are.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back on the Cougar Network. We're live at Austin Tindall Stadium. We have reached halftime with a score of 21-9, Cherry Creek. Once again, I'm Sebastian Bruno, joined by Matt Dalmau and Logan Patel. And it was a very chippy game early on. What did you guys think of the first half?
Yeah, I mean, it was high emotion as expected. It's a big-time game. I think we really got to slow the game down. You see some of the emotions boiling over after that interception late in the second quarter. In the second quarter. We were driving well, but I think we just got to slow the game down. I think we started to press a little bit. Davin made a couple of throws. We got the ball moving a little bit. I think we just got to stay with that game plan because the defense has played really well.
Yeah, I'm just going to backtrack all the way to those first couple drives. You know, the players, they were getting into it. They've been warned, watch your language by the refs. And then later in about the middle of the second quarter, the refs gave both sidelines their warnings.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that penalties hurt the team, but also in some factor, it could actually help them by setting the tone early on. Do you think that played any factor?
I don't know. I think we're like the same issues we were talking about before the game are happening right now. We talked about fumbling the ball. We fumbled the ball. We gave them the short field that led to a big momentum change with a touchdown on that fourth down play. Then we talked about being better, being smarter, playing smarter ball, not giving them yards that they didn't earn, and we've had personal fouls, and that just can't happen.
Like we talked about in the pregame show, the game plan was to attack outside the numbers, run up the middle. That just hasn't worked according to plan for them. They can't keep attacking the short side of the field, outside the numbers, these screen passes. They're just not going anywhere. Attack the middle of the field, short and long.
Yeah. No, I was going to go to the next segment. You got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like we've been throwing a bunch of screens that are going for 1, 2, 3 yards. And I mean, at some point, like when you could tell, like when it's not working, you got to move away from it. And then we had a big play our first play of the game was a nice, great run. And after that, we haven't done anything. We haven't really done much. It's nothing's been working on the ground, and we haven't made anyone feel pressure to back up. Everyone's just in the box. They can do whatever they want, and those short passes, short screens aren't doing anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna add to that. I think it was early second quarter chemistry. There was about 2 plays, like around like back to back, short side of the field. Davin was trying to fit it into him, trying to drop it right in the bucket. I mean, Kim had about not even a foot. He had less than half a foot to the sideline. And if you're going to throw that ball, try to lead him towards the field. But, I mean, we can't just keep attacking the sideline. Like, you have no room to work.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I remember we were, like, right there.
Yeah.
And he had, like, maybe 1 to 2 inches of space down that sideline. So if you're not dropping it perfectly right in his bucket, he's going to have almost no chance at that ball.
Yeah, that's such a low percentage throw. It's like you're not going to make that play's not going to happen. You can't live and die by that play.
Yeah, you're not perfect.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
exactly. So, yeah.
And Cherry Creek's crowd tonight, coming from Colorado, they traveled very well. Has that played any factor?
I don't know. I mean, they're definitely more active than we are on our side. They definitely bring more juice than us.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And it's pretty. I'd honestly say that they probably have more people here than we do. Mooney does.
Most definitely.
Definitely.
And so I don't know. It shows. It shows in the team. I don't know if that's exactly why, but it looks like Cherry Creek's playing with way more energy.
Yeah, and I think it might have been the second touchdown when they had the end around.
Yeah.
They were going crazy.
Yeah.
Right before the play, it was a 4th and 1. They were getting behind their squad, and look what happened. They got an end around touchdown.
Yeah, that was a great play. I mean, the defense has been doing a great job. They've been dealt a short side of the field. They've been dealt the
wrong hand.
Yeah, they've been dealt the wrong hand, and they've done what they can. They settled in after the first drive. First drive, big touchdown play. You know, could have tackled him. It happens. Great running back. And then after that, we haven't helped our defense at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, Cherry Creek definitely established a run game. Jaden Fox, long touchdown early, relatively long touchdown later in the first half. Joey, one of our commentators, he said they're running stick hitches, helping out that passing game, which also opened up that running game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, for the most part, we talked about the D-line and we talked about the O-line, the Mooney D-line, that is, against the Cherry Creek O-line. And for the most part, I think Mooney's D-line has done a good job against them.
Yeah, they have.
It's just been 1 or 2 plays.
Yeah, the offense they're just not staying on the field long enough.
Yeah, I would agree with
They
that.
need to stay on the field longer to give their defense more rest to be their usual self.
Yeah, defense was playing great all half until, I would say, about late second quarter when they just got gassed.
Yeah.
They just got gassed out.
You could definitely tell. You could see it.
I think, if the offense could stay on maybe 1 to 2 minutes more, get their guys a break, I think they can be right on their way to a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, even then, though, like, they had a great play right here, right behind us. They had an amazing catch. That's a low percentage play as well. It's like that's not going to happen a lot of times. Sometimes you gotta
get unlucky.
With it. Yeah,
exactly.
It happens, and so, but when you give the defense a 50 yards to defend, that's not helping them out at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you said, we're not perfect, and it's just a matter of moving the ball down the field. I mean, if you're not going to score, don't give them the ball in their own territory.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone here doesn't believe Mooney can come back. We had 3 drives where the defense dominated. I don't know if they maybe got 1 first down in 3 drives.
Yeah.
It's a matter of fact of being able to move the ball efficiently and making the big plays when they're there. Don't try to push the envelope when it's not there.
And did we underestimate Cherry Creek just a little bit?
I think we might have. I think we definitely underestimated the state of Colorado.
That's what I was gonna say.
They're the #1 team in Colorado, and we're talking all week. Yeah, but it's Colorado.
Yeah,
they're coming down to Florida, and people were saying they'd probably be around 30th in Florida. But yeah, I think we definitely underestimated Colorado football.
Yeah, they've been playing really well.
I don't think you compare Cherry Creek to the rest of Colorado. They played the number 3 team in Colorado last week. They beat them 45-10.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a fair comparison anymore. Like now that we're here, I think we realize that it's not the same caliber of team. There's a reason they've won 5 state championships in 6 years.
I'll go back to last year's Bruins team. They won the state championship 13-10, which is
low scoring.
That's kind of weird. Yeah.
I know. And they were building momentum late in the half. Mooney was when they had Devin Minery come in at quarterback, gave a couple of good plays until he got hit really bad, and then we had to sub in Davin. But again, we had some momentum building late, and it all went wrong.
Yeah, I think it's tough with Devin because I feel like it's we're obviously going to run for the most part. I don't know exactly where he's at health-wise.
Yeah.
But if he can get into like short down situations where he can run the ball, I think he's very likely going to give us 2, 3, 4, 5 yards just by falling forward on his runs.
Yeah. I'm going to add to that. Mooney had a punt.
I was just about to say that.
Devin came in. Defense, they knew. They definitely watched film.
Mm-hmm.
They knew he's the backup quarterback. Well, he's hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The coach actually came running down the sideline calling a timeout there.
Yeah.
They didn't give it to him. And it's pretty impressive how aware they are of the game because yesterday we were at the USF game.
Same thing happened.
The quarterback came in. And
Boise didn't know that was the backup quarterback.
And they fake punt touchdown. That changed the game a lot.
Cherry Creek knew. So when Devin came in late second quarter, they knew he wasn't clear to pass.
Yeah.
So
you could see them making calls on their defense.
Yeah, they were all in for the run, and then when Davin came back in, they're like, oh, okay, they're passing now.
Yeah. Even when Davin came in, we still had good plays.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 good short downs, and we got first downs off them little screen passes. But then we tried doing it deep, and that's where it all went wrong. But how is Mooney going to be able to come back in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of not giving short fields to Cherry Creek.
Yeah.
That's really when they've had the most success. They had one big play the first drive. The defense settled in. That was it. That was like an actual full drive by Cherry Creek. If we don't do that, if we don't give the ball away, don't fumble the ball, I think we have a good chance of coming back.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't hurt yourself. Don't give the opponent a short field. Don't give the ball away. Make them earn it.
Yeah. All right, now on the more positive side, what has gone well for Mooney?
I think the defense all year. The 3 games in the year, they've been great. They dominate the line of scrimmage. They're getting pressure. They're getting sacks. They're getting tackles for loss, and they just don't let quarterbacks get comfortable. That's why you don't really see the pass offense flourishing. They're getting pressure, and they had one catch, one actual productive, really long catch. That was really it after that.
Yeah.
That.
The only deep pass I've seen was that catch right there. Yeah. Really great catch. And I think I heard Joey say something. I'm not sure what he said. It was like Mooney defense all year has been playing great, but their offense just hasn't been able to pick up the pace.
Yeah. Joey is right. The Mooney offense doesn't match what the defense can really do. I'll say. Oh, what was I gonna say? No, just the offense can't keep up with the defense.
Yeah. And our sideline reporter got to talk to Jared Clark after the game, Coach Clark, and he was kind of talking about the experience. This is a very senior team, very experienced team. If they're gonna want to come back, they gotta keep emotions down. They can't have stupid penalties and stuff like that. They can't change the score in one play. It's gonna take a whole half. It's gonna take the defense playing well, the offense moving the ball efficiently, not creating dumb turnovers.
Yeah, you got to grind out the second half. You have to make them earn it, and you guys got to earn it.
Yep.
All right. Final predictions for the second half.
I don't know. I think the first drive is gonna be really telling. What we do in the first drive is gonna tell us a lot about how this team's gonna play. And to be honest, one surprising factor of the game is that the conditions of the field haven't done anything. Both teams have done what they've
normally planned to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think if Mooney comes out, scores a touchdown the first drive, I think that's gonna be a big factor. And I think that then the comeback's on.
Yeah, the first drive, we're going to see if that game plan has changed. We're going to see if they can build that momentum back up. And it's going to be tough for sure, but don't count them out. They can do it.
Yeah. Exactly. Never count out Mooney, especially what we saw from last year.
And another thing is, like, when we target those downfield passes, when we want to push the envelope, when we want to get the ball downfield, let's target our best receivers, our best 50-50 ball catchers.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we got to give chemistry a chance, and not on balls that he's half a yard, not even from the sideline.
Like literally.
Like we gotta let him get deep, let him get over the middle of the field, and give him a chance with the cornerbacks.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this halftime show. We're gonna send it back up to our commentators Joey Antonucci and Emma Del Valle. See you guys after the game.
We are back after a halftime. Cougars looking to score first out of the half. Maybe make it a one-possession game.
Love to see that.
I mean, this is a big drive coming out of the half. But, yeah. What do you got planned for this weekend, Emmett?
Definitely watching some college football.
Yes,
OSU Texas going to be.
What do you got?
I got OSU all the way.
OSU?
Two touchdowns.
Two touchdowns.
Come on, dude. The Texas.
That's a blasphemous.
The Texas hype is a little bit too much for me coming out. I don't know about. I get Arch Manning. He gets all the glaze and everything. I just don't know. I don't know about Texas. I
understand, but
I know Ryan Day's
not by 2 touchdowns.
Ryan Day's got my Buckeyes under control. So
I'm taking Buckeyes, but
yeah.
Also, I like Clemson this year. this year.
I can't hop on the Clemson train. I don't know why. It's just Dabo. I know Dabo Sweeney coaching for a long time over there at Clemson, but
yeah, they're due. That's a team that's due this year. Clemson.
Who you got in that Death Valley v. Death Valley?
Clemson LSU?
Yeah.
Who do you think? I just said I
know.
like Clemson this year.
I don't know. Yeah.
Use your context clues, buddy.
Clemson. I think I like LSU this year. I don't know. They've been very inconsistent ever since Joey Joey B left, but you know, you'd love to see LSU make a run, one of the big SEC teams, but there's a lot of good games on the card. I'm definitely going to be watching game day.
Yeah.
Miss game day. I feel like I've been on him.
Lee Corso's final game, or final game day pick. He's got to pick Brutus to end the cycle.
Yeah, got to.
That's what I'll be expecting.
Yeah, very, very, very action-packed day tomorrow of college football, so that's mostly what I'll be doing.
Yeah, I mean, they're lucky they didn't put Boise State USF there, else that would have been game day.
Oh, man. Yeah, Boise State can thank that number 25 overall in the country to Ashton Genty for last year. So
yeah,
not sure about that, but
we about to kick off second half of this game.
Foy on the return, taking it up, cutting it back. He's got some space to work with. It's going to be taken down to the 30, and it looked to be another face mask, I believe.
Another face mask. Laurent Dew staying alive, making the Bruins just make a play. And that's going to be a face mask. Cougars should get this ball just around the 45, I believe.
Yeah, like we were talking about, I would like to see the Cougars stick with one quarterback, mostly Davin, because I like this. He hasn't used his legs at all tonight, except on that little fake pitch, but I'd like to just get him his passes and let him get settled in this game, because he really hasn't been able to get settled besides that one pass to Laurent Foy, obviously, to get that touchdown. And they are going to move him up for that face mask. So once again, penalties getting on Cherry Creek a lot tonight. So I'd start to watch for that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the whole night, the Bruins have just been running off-ball coverage. Love to see just some more hitches I mean, they're given 8 yards of off-ball.
Davin took a kneel, and he drops it. And that looked to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, definitely forward. But, I mean, right there, you could see they're given at least seven yards of cushion. I'd love to see them stick with those short little hitches, possibly some in routes, a little out route here and there.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try to get Mason Jordan the ball too here as well. Like we saw, he got that huge first down. He bursted through. He pushed through. So I'd love to see him get some targets here.
Ashton Kelly
with some pop out of the backfield. Love to see him out of the backfield here, with Keneal Jackson a little bit on the struggle bus this game with that fumble, but love to see some pop out of the backfield.
I mean, yeah, we've been talking about the Bruins 1-2 punch out of the backfield, but the Cougars also got that. Keneal Jackson, along with Ashton Kelly, he's another great running back, both juniors. So they got another year to develop. I mean, it's a young team.
Yeah, Davin.
Also junior.
Yep, also junior. Once again, after Ashton Kelly lowering his shoulder, picking up a few. Yeah, and you just want, if you're the Cougars here, especially on this first drive, plenty of time left in this game. You want positive yards and positive yards. You just want to keep gaining yards. You don't want any negative plays, and you want to execute. You want to hold on to the ball, no drop passes, and they're doing a decent job of that so far. I'd like to see Davin get some more space here. They're going to give to Kelly once again. He's going to work it up to about the 43.
Yeah, Kelly's able to lower his shoulders, push through. That's big. I mean, you need just a long drive, long, sustained drive. Wear this defense out. I mean, you're coming down from Colorado with this humidity. You got to just wear them out until they can't tackle you anymore.
Going to bring up third and about 3 here. Once again, going to give to Kelly. Bursting up the middle, taking down a big gain there. Huge conversion for the Cougars.
That's what we're talking about. Just wear this defense out. I mean, 4 straight runs right down the throat. Just this Mooney O-line just pushing hard.
Kelly almost falling with style, just running downhill and gaining some big yards. We're going to see that jet sweep to Mason Jordan. Nothing there whatsoever. Taken down immediately by Jackson Briggs, the senior safety.
Yeah, Jackson Briggs, nice play there. All started, though, by Demarius Lavender, able to push Mason Jordan back, make him go backwards.
Like to see the Cougars have a little bit of a bounce-back play here. Once again with Kelly in the backfield.
And I mean, Bruins only running 5 down, or 3 down linemen, 5 in the box.
Davin looked to pass here, hits Bo Daniel. Nice gain there.
That's what I like to see, though. I mean, you're getting cushion, run these little hitch routes, and then when they do take the people out of the box, they brought a late linebacker down, so they did have four down. But I mean, you still only have 5, 6 guys in the box. Cougars can run the ball pretty easily.
Yeah, and Davin is a very confident passer. He's a lot of confidence himself. Rolling out to the right. 3rd down here. Tipped and picked.
Let's go!
Interception. Just ball might have been a little bit behind his intended target.
We're gonna see a replay of that interception.
I think it was intended to Ryman Mosley or chemistry.
Just didn't get enough juice on that ball there. Little tip drill there.
But huge play there. That was a good drive by the Cougars. They were driving. They just got down to the red zone. And the Bruins able to come up huge with the interception.
Yeah, so just sweeping their drive out under their feet there, or Cherry Creek. Just taking it away from the Cougars. Down hard. Vodka out of the gun here. Gonna give it to Fox. No, he's gonna take it himself up the middle. Just ramming through the Mooney defense there.
Bruins run a little bit of a buzz themselves, and you got some pushing and shoving over here near the sideline between Mosley and Landrum.
Yeah, and you know, the defense has got to be a bit frustrated, obviously. Offense not being able to take advantage of the opportunities they have with those 2 interceptions, but still playing a decent game. Obviously, this Cherry Creek offense is very, very strong, especially in the run game. Has made some big passes too. Obviously, that one down the sideline, Vodka put it up high. So some big plays being made. Looks like we have a towel on the field, but that won't be a problem. Vodka out of the gun, motions his guy over. Gonna hit Fox in the screen, working it up. We have a flag here on the play, about a 6-yard gain for Fox on that screen pass.
I was thinking maybe holding though. I think, I don't know. Face mask?
Yep, it's gonna move it up.
Face mask on Amani, I believe. Yeah, I didn't see the face mask fully. I saw what would have been a pretty reach of a hold call, that's why I saw the flag. So I thought maybe holding, but looks like a face mask on Amani.
Yep. So it's going to be 1st and 10 once again for Cherry Creek, and penalties coming back to bite the Cougars here.
Pretty bunched up here in this formation.
You got trips left. On with arm reach of each other. Big handoff. A little bit in front of him there.
It's probably the only, I'd say, bad ball I've seen Vodka throw today. Not an awful one, but yeah, just out in front. Hits you in the hands, still want to catch it, but for a screen pass, you want that right near his chest, maybe a little leading. But Cougars catch a break there. So incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
And this game is definitely still in striking distance of the Cougars. They can hold them here, put up a score. They're within 1 possession, so we'll love to see them do that. Rally together here.
This time trips right, which leaves Mosley and Landrum over here on the near side.
Gonna give it to Fox, just barreling through the defense. Takes it up for about a 7-yard gain.
That's once again, I mean, a huge hole created by the offensive lineman.
Gonna bring up 3rd down and 3 here for Cherry Creek.
Now you got options.
Not be surprised they gave it to Fox once again. He's just barreling through. You see, he just lowers that shoulder. Expects the next guy lowers that shoulder, just barreling through.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went for this on 4th down. You get 1 or 2 here once again. Just try to run it a couple times. Cougars only got 5, 6 now, but it's gonna be a timeout from the Bruins. talk it over. This pretty big down.
I believe first timeout of the quarter, first timeout of the second half for the Bruins.
We'd like to thank you for tuning into the Cougar Network and watching tonight's broadcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media at cmhs.cougernetwork. And visit us on the web at cmhs-cougar-network.live. Really are.
Third down and 3 here for Cherry Creek. Trips right. Gonna give to Fox with a full head of steam, heading up the sideline.
And they're going to bring that back. I mean, I'm not sure that, I don't know if they're going to call holding on Elijah Landrum, but that did not look, I don't know.
I believe Fox worked it all the way up to about the 7-yard line there, but it looks like they are going to bring it all back.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Elijah Landrum, I believe. That was the only guy in sight, but I don't know. To me, that looked like a clean block. They're going to call holding on that. I thought he had both shoulders squared, and he was just pushing them back. So the Cougars catch a huge break there. Instead of that being a huge third down gain, that's going to, it's still going to be first down because it was so far down the field, but.
Yeah, so the Cherry Creek's going to pick up another first down here. Their 9th of the game. Let's see a replay of this run here from Fox, I believe.
You see here at the bottom of the screen. To me, let's see. He might have grabbed his arm a little at the end.
A little bit of unnecessary as well, I believe. Vodka, a little fake pitch. Finds his guy.
Perfect play there.
Number 6, Maxwell Levin. We've called his name a couple times tonight. That big trick play that really got the game rolling for Cherry Creek.
Yeah, a little fake pitch. Water break now. Just a little fake pitch. Turns around. You got a deep corner, and then a go on the outside. Just an easy read for Vodicka.
We're back after that water break.
Trips left here.
A little bit of motion. Vodka out of the gun. Finds his man Levette and he slips. And we finally see that field come into play a bit. That mushy field it is.
A little rub route to the looks of it. Gets his man wide open. Just good play. I really love the play calls though from Cherry Creek tonight. It looks like they know exactly what they're doing. They've had a beautiful game plan coming into this. Because, I mean, this Cougar defense is not easy to beat, and the Bruins have been able to just pick it apart.
Yeah, just kind of wearing out that Cougar defense that we know is very, very strong. But, and we haven't seen the D-line getting to vodka as much as we did earlier in the game. Probably a little bit of a fatigue thing for the Cougars.
Putting all their men to the right.
Seeing that trips a bunch tonight. And an attempted trick play, and the ball's fumbled.
Cougars might have gotten it. I think they did.
And it's going to be Cougars football. They looked like Cherry Creek was going for that trick play once again. It was Bobble City for the Bruins.
Amani Armstrong broke through. I'm not sure if he actually saw what was going on, but he just saw the quarterback with the ball. Look at Amani Armstrong rip through right away on Fox. Cougars able to pounce on that huge play for the Cougars. That is unbelievably big. Now, prayers to this guy on the field. Not sure what number he is, but hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's just a cramp. But prayers up to him. But a huge play for the Cougars. Dom Petracco is able to make his way up. Good for him. Hopefully, yeah, he looks to be fine. Hopefully just a cramp. It's humid weather.
Yeah, but you love to see it, folks. Cougars defense come up with a big play, get that ball back.
Yeah, and back out is Devin Minery. Try to switch it up a little bit.
Almost QB tango here tonight. Not really sure who's going to lead the way the rest of the way for the Cougars, but got the experience, obviously, of Devin. And a nice way to start off the drive. Nice little run there by Keneal, about 8 yards.
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure with this quarterback switch. We'll see.
Time will tell. Keneal up the middle once again. He's going to pick up the first. And that's the Keneal Jackson we know and love. That picks up that big gain on first, barrels it up back up the middle on second down to pick up the first and just expands his drive. And the ball is out once again.
Whew. Cougars catch a break there. Ball shoots out of bounds.
Shot out of a cannon there. So a big break for the Cougars there.
But what I do like about this is the tempo. This is awesome. This is exactly what the Cougars need, this tempo offense. When you're able to get going, get those first downs.
Yeah, they got to keep it moving here. Definitely a lot of time to come back in this game, but you'd like to have a quick drive here and score. A little spin move action there for Keneal. Picks up about 4.
Yeah, bring up 3rd and 4 now. I mean, it's just been a bunch of just powers and trap plays for run plays. So wouldn't be surprised to see a read option maybe now. Maybe a speed option out here on the outside.
Yeah, Devin, some great running ability out of him. Taking up the middle, and he's taken down.
Buzz, just running Buzz, but Bruins all over that. Not sure. I mean, it looked like Devin made the best read he could, but Bruins able to swarm on that, bring in a 4th and 2. Huge play here, huge play. They're loading the box.
Cougars need this here. 4th and 2. And Devin's gonna pitch it out, and they're gonna get the first down. Huge play for the Cougars.
Love the speed option call there. Bruins load the box. Devin might have audibled that to a speed option. He saw that blitz coming. He's able to get outside, makes an easy pitch to Keneal Jackson. Huge first down for the Cougars.
Yeah, so you see the veteran presence of Devin Minery stepping in here. Huge play there. Keneal gonna take it back up the middle for a decent gain on first.
Now, I would love to see, I mean, you're just running the ball this drive. I would have loved to see Davin just hand the ball off at this point, because then you can go to a big pass play.
Yeah, but you do see Devin, I believe that was an audible. He did change up that play to a speed option, which picks up that big first down. So you have pros and cons of both quarterbacks. So it's pretty interesting to see what they're going with here. Davin out of the gun. Could he give to Ashton Kelly, I believe.
Yeah, giving Keneal Jackson just a little break, but Kelly can do just as good.
Yeah, almost interchangeable this game.
Oh, I don't know. He's okay. I thought he looked a little shaken up there.
Yeah, glad that he's okay there. Big third down here for the Cougars. Looks like we got Keneal back in the game. Devin out of the gun. Some motion here from Foy.
Once again, loading the box.
Keneal's gonna take it up the middle. It's gonna be close.
I think he got it. I'm not sure though.
And he did get it.
Yeah, that's that Mooney O-line there. The Bruins loaded the box. That's just the Mooney O-line pushing through. Keneal Jackson using them. He's running as hard as he can. Huge first down once again for the Cougars.
First and 10 here for the Cougars. Some great hurry-up offense. You love to see it.
Yeah, just wearing this defense down. That's what we wanted to see earlier in the game, and this is perfect.
Devin, the speed option once again. Nothing there.
Huge play, though. He sniffed that out right away. Couldn't see exactly who it was. Might have been Demarius Lavender.
Just going to bring up a 2nd and 12, I believe. Lost a little bit there.
13-ish. That's a big play there. Because now it's tough to just run the ball. Cougars have only ran the ball this drive.
Yeah, have not had a pass play yet. Gonna hand it off once again. Not much there.
Just like that. And yeah, now you're at 3rd and 12. Now you know a pass is coming. You can't. But I think that, yeah, we're going into the 4th quarter now. Cougars down 21-9. But having a nice drive here. Make sure you guys stick around after the game ends, as Seb, Logan, and Matt are going to be back on the sideline with some post-game analysis. You won't want to miss it. Davin is back in on this 3rd and 13. You know a pass is coming. Big pass. I mean, that's a gain of 8.
Yeah, he hits Bo Daniel there. Like to see Davin back in the game. Obviously, a huge passer for the Cougars.
That's a smart play there. That's a smart play. You're getting huge cushion. Oh, that might have only been 2nd down. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, you got a lot amount of, now it is 4th down. Okay, they had it wrong. 4th and 6 here, huge play. Pass out to Dews. Dews got to make someone miss. He's making multiple people miss. I don't think he got it, though. Cherry Creek comes up big with a stop.
Yeah, a disappointing end to that drive. Obviously, Cougars were very hot ending that 3rd quarter, but I don't know. Maybe that he was the second option there. I just don't think that's what they would have called there. A little screen out to Dews. Didn't have much to work with.
Yeah, no, agreed. Right on the outside. I mean, the pass was only about a yard or two in front of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, an 11-play drive.
Yeah, that was behind, honestly. That was a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage. When you got to get 6, especially as across the field throw.
Yeah, Dews did all he could, try to make a man miss, but yeah, that 11-play drive, very lengthy for the Cougars, ends.
Yeah, now you got to get a quick stop.
The turnover and down is pretty disappointing, but Cougars defense needs to step up here if they want a chance in this game.
I thought this player had it, and then I looked at his hands with like the camera, and I realized he didn't have it. So I just went.
Little run there for Cherry Creek. Gain of about 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. Cougars need to get a quick stop here, and they've been able to. No score since half.
Yeah, pretty dominant performance by Cherry Creek's defense. Obviously, we've had our handfuls of mistakes with the 2 interceptions, the fumble lost, obviously, but not the best showing by the Cougars tonight so far. But there is time to bounce back. They're going to need to start here with a big stop. Vodka out of the gun, going to give to Fox, his elusive back, working it up, and he's not going to be stopped. He's going to take it across the 50, and he's finally going to get taken down by Ryan Mosey. A huge run there for Fox.
Great blocking there. We've said it all night. This Bruins O-line is unbelievable, and now Travion Lester, I believe, just got a penalty for, unless it's just a sideline warning, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so Fox having his way tonight. We have another injury here. Looks to be a Cherry Creek player. So hope he's all right. So we're going to step away here for a second. Yeah, it looked to be Fox.
Yeah, lucky for him to get up, and that's, I'd say, your biggest part of the offense.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, multiple penalties from the sideline from the Cougars, just unacceptable. In a game like that, you can't be given free yards. And now, I mean, look where he landed, he got down at the 40, now they're down to the 15, 14. After 2.
That's just unacceptable.
Yeah, I didn't see what the second one was. It was down on the sideline. Probably just some kids talking.
You see, if you're the Cougars in this spot, you do have time to come back after a big run like that. I know it's frustrating, but you just got to learn how to control your feelings more.
Yeah.
You can't let your emotions take over and affect your team in a very drastic way like it just did. So pretty frustrating for the Cardinal Mooney there.
Yeah, I mean, you can just look though on that sideline. It looks a little depleted. This Cougar.
Yeah, looks pretty sad. Looks pretty sad over there.
It's not something you see a lot. They're not out of it. You go make a stop here, hold them to a field goal, you got a chance, but.
Gonna give to the backup here. Gonna have another flag. Flags flying everywhere tonight once again.
Austin Butler, in comes Austin Butler for Travion Lester. And he goes and makes a play. That's big. That is huge for him. Austin Butler and Jax Saganowicz. I mean, two guys you don't see on the line a lot.
Yeah, Jack Sag, they call him. The sophomore.
Coming in.
Big guy.
I mean, that's big. when you get an opportunity, you got to shine, and those three just made a huge play.
Looks like we had offsetting penalties there. We're going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 13, I'm sorry.
No.
Thank you. For the Bruins. And time is ticking away here for the Cougars. Now under 9.5 minutes here left in this ball game. Gonna take a shot to 87.
I think he bobbled
Incomplete. He did come up with it at the end.
Yeah, I think he definitely caught it, but he had bobbled it for that last split second. Laurent Dews, good coverage. Might have gotten his hand in there, caused a little distraction.
Yeah, that was Ty Getchie on that target there, the BYU commit.
He is huge, and I did see that right away. Laurent Dews right on him. Let's see.
Yeah, so not a bad ball.
Yeah.
Good coverage.
Pushed out of bounds late. I saw, Laurent Dews on him in that size matchup. But a big 3rd and 13. Also, that's an incomplete pass. Stops the clock. Anytime can help for the Cougars now.
we have a moth attacking us here, but
nice catch.
Yeah. I don't believe.
Only a couple yards.
Definitely not enough for the first, so most likely will. Looks like the offense is going to stay out here.
Yeah, I'd say you stay out. You're already up by 2 touchdowns. A field goal still keeps it at 2 touchdowns. Now, okay, I mean, now a field goal does make it to where you have to get a 2-point conversion, but.
Yeah, so looking to take the safe route here, which I don't blame him. You know, put more pressure on Mooney by adding more points. So
yeah. I'm not sure. I've never seen him kick.
Yeah, we're going to see an attempt here from Jolan Quintana. Nice little name there. Kick is up and good. Right down the middle.
That was a beautiful kick. Jeez.
Yeah, like we said, Quintana, the junior. So very impressive there.
So the Cougars do hold the Bruins to a field goal, which that's what you needed. It's still a 2-touchdown game. You do have to get a 2-point conversion now, but keeps the game within reach. You go and score here. You have to go and score here.
Yeah, not much energy coming out of Cardinal Mooney's sidelines at all, but hopefully something can spark it here. And we're gonna see a touchback, I believe.
Yeah, Laurent Dews fair caught it. I think he wanted to, or you know what? If you touch in the end zone, it's different in high school. If you touch in the end zone, I believe the play goes dead on kickoffs. So if the ball is in the end zone, you cannot return it.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have Davin here. Like we said,
interesting. I think now Devin was running the ball, running that offense pretty well. They had a really good drive with Devin. But now you need to pass it, and Devin's arm still might be a little iffy from that injury earlier.
So Davin out of the gun, looking to pass, hits chemistry. Nice gain there, about 12 yards.
That was pretty. I'll tell you what, that was a bullet right into chemistry's chest. Perfect play. Quick first down, that's what you need.
And I would like to see them doing that a little bit more earlier. They haven't given Davin many chances to throw the ball here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing is these bank posts and digs we see from the Cougars. Haven't seen much of those tonight.
Yep. So they're going to take a shot here to chemistry, and he brings it in. A big gain for the Cougars.
It's what they've been waiting for all night long, a chance to run that hitch and go, stop and go. I mean, I don't know if that corner bit overly hard, but it was more the fact that was a line drive ball. I think he tripped a little bit.
We're gonna see a replay here. Yeah,
you can see, I mean, that's off-ball coverage. He bit.
Yeah, that's my go-to ones right there. Davin taking another
Deep
shot.
ball. PI.
PI.
That's a big break for the Cougars. I mean, catching a PI, I do think that's, in the end, a good play by Cherry Creek holding him there. Because if Laurent does catch that, which he did, I think beat them on the route, that's a possible touchdown. So instead, you hold them, and now it's only a 15-yard play instead of a possible touchdown.
Yeah, so we got something brewing here for the Cougars.
They might have called holding. They might have just called holding on a defensive holding, I believe.
Okay.
Because I think that was only 10 yards.
Yeah, it did not look like it was past 10 yards.
So, but no, yeah, good drive so far from the Cougars. Quick, too.
Yep. Davin with the snap, pumps, works it up, a little bit too far out from chemistry. Would have been nice to bring that in, but either way, stops the clock. Got a 2nd and 10.
Gives you a second to breathe. Although I don't think they'll use that. They'll try to keep it a little tempo at least.
Yeah, Cougars gonna need to really, if they want, they got to score here.
Look at that. I mean, you're still running. You're giving a lot of cushion here. Thank you.
Taking advantage of it. Hitting chemistry once again.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Cougars, I think, need to do. I mean, when you're getting that much cushion, just take that 5-yard hitch and let him do the rest. Let him push forward like he did there to get extra yards for the first down and into the red zone.
Yep.
Oh.
Looks to be...
I might have been offsides.
Yep. You're going to see an offsides here on Cherry Creek, so they're going to move the Cougars up another 5.
Or encroachment.
Either or. Cougars in the red zone here.
Yeah. 95 yards of penalties on 8.
And Keneal's gonna work it into the end zone.
Huge touchdown for the Cougars. That's exactly what you need. A beautiful drive. Beautiful drive from the Cougars. Quick, easy. Only one incomplete pass, I believe.
Yeah, that's just the Cougar football you know and love. Those hard runs, and they finally took advantage of that space that the DBs were giving. You were getting so frustrated all night. They weren't taking advantage of that, and finally they took advantage of that soft coverage by the defensive backs.
This is something I wanted to ask. I mean, it's playing a role here. I think he missed it.
And he missed it.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
And
worst case scenario for the Cougars.
I'm honestly very surprised they went to kick that PAT there.
Now, no, see, I get that. What I wanted to ask you, because this is a debate, I believe, around the football world. When you're down by 9, do you kick the PAT or do you go for 2?
Down by 9.
Down by 9 like they are now. Do you kick the PAT, make it an 8-point game, still keep it in the game, or do you go for 2, which guarantees you a 7-point game? Some people believe you should just take the 2 so you know what you have to do.
Yeah, you see, I would most likely take it 2, especially with the situation that Cougars are in here. That's 3 missed PATs in a row, which is pretty unacceptable in my opinion, especially when you're a kicker. You know, you got one job, kick the ball through the uprights. So very frustrating there for the Cougars.
That's what the analytics say. Is to take 2. Take 2.
Yeah.
I think you go for the PAT, because if you do make that, which it's a 95% chance play, I believe, something like that.
Yeah, well, you just saw it
not happen
in front of our eyes.
But you go for the PAT, you keep yourself in the game. It's still a 1-score game to you. It's not now it's a 9-point game, and you're thinking more. You're thinking you gotta do a little more. So we're not gonna have an onside kick here.
Yep, it's gonna be out the back of the end zone, but very frustrating for the Cougars. I would have loved to see them be within one possession here, and because the defense could take away any second, you know. Last week they had all those interceptions, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, so
still plenty of time. Only 24-15, 9-point game, and 6:50 remain. Plenty of time. You got 3 timeouts.
Yeah, you see, if you do go for 2 there and you don't get it, you know you're at least trying to be a little. That's just my mindset. You know, you go down being aggressive, not being timid, especially in a game like this. Like, you want to win this game. Like, you're playing the #1 team in Colorado, and you're representing the state of Florida in football. You really want to be aggressive and go for that too, but that's not the decision they decided to make.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the PAT though. It's a 50-50 decision. It looks like this Wildcat. Oh no, under center. Okay.
Look, yeah, I believe first time under center here for Vodka. Little fake pitch, gonna give it to Fox. Working it up, got space. He's going up and he's laid out.
Ryman Mosley coming across the field and laying the boom. But not something you see in high school a lot under center. So maybe catches the Cougars off guard a little bit. And that's a big run play.
Yeah, Ryman Mosley. We're going to see a replay here.
See the fake pitch there?
Yep. And if Fox has a little bit of space, he's going to take advantage of it.
You can see the pull and tight end. There, Anthony Betty coming, making a block. And then Fox is able to just use his speed to get an even bigger game. Back to shotgun for Bedica.
Vodka out of the gun. Little pump fake, gonna take a shot here. Overthrown.
Risky situation there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that call there.
Now, that ball is not overthrown as much as it was. That could be a possible pick. LaRon Dews, I think, read that all the way, a little hitch and go. But anyways, I mean, that's a big for the Cougars, because now you get an incomplete pass, stops the clock, and it's 2nd and 10. So, I mean, most likely the Bruins will go back to the run here with Fox.
It's just been very consistent all night.
And now I can see a little more life in the Cougars. They're up. They're getting hype.
Cheerleaders are turning up. Turning up a little bit.
They're going to load 7, near 8 in the box here.
Vodka out of the gun, gives to Fox once again. Not much there. Cougars making a stop.
Monty Armstrong, along with Jaden Burnett. Armstrong is able to get off his block. Burnett comes in late. Now, is this a situation, they're up by 9. Is this a situation where you see Cherry Creek go for 4th down? They're up by 9, so it is a two-score game. I think it's definitely a situation. I think there's a good chance they do go for it.
I would not be surprised if this is 4-down territory here. Obviously, call it no man's land midfield, and if they get this first, they could start to solidify this game. But if the Cougars can make a stop here, you know, there's always a chance.
I think if they get 2 here, it's a big. I think it's definitely a go for.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Huge 3rd down though.
It still is a 2-possession game, however. We're going to see a timeout here from Cherry Creek.
Cherry Creek calls their 2nd timeout of the half. Here at the Cougar Network, we are super excited to be offering sponsorship opportunities for you and your local business. Visit us on the web at cmhscougارnetwork.live to check out all the opportunities for football, volleyball, and our other programming. All of the proceeds from your sponsorship goes directly to the Cougar Network to help us keep producing content like tonight's game, and every bit helps. Thank you.
Big third down here for Cherry Creek. 3rd and 7 on their own 46. Vodka out of the gun.
46 or 7.
Childish. Vodka fakes the handoff to Fox. Nowhere to go. Oh! Intercepted! Intercepted by number 6 along Floyd. Taking it up the line.
He's got a blocker.
He's got blockers. And he's taken down at the 20. A huge turnover for the Cougars.
You know, geez, Elijah Golden, look at him. He reads that, puts pressure in his face. He's got to throw it up. LaRon Dews uses his jumps. Now, I was just about to say I'm not a big fan of that call, but because everyone thought it was a run play. You keep the clock running. So maybe a play action is not the worst idea there. But Elijah Golden able to read that. Notre Dame commit. Put some pressure. Make him make something happen. And the Cougars are right back here. That's huge.
Offense. Davin out of the gun. Give it to Keneal. Not much there.
Huge play. Tate Matthews coming through, though, making the initial hit. He's going to lose his helmet, come off for a play. That's a big play. Cougars had so much momentum right there. So coming out there, not letting up a big play, that's big by Matthews.
Yeah, so still a 2-possession game here, but if the Cougars could score fast, they definitely have a great shot in this game. Like we saw, takeaway there. Going to be another handoff to Keneal Jackson. Good gain there.
You could see those legs. I thought that was actually crazy. You could see those legs churning, trying to fight for that extra yards and bring up third and a short 3. 4 down territory, obviously, but
big play.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think he got it. That's going to come up to a 4th and inches, it looks like.
So this will most likely be for the game here for the Cougars to stay alive. They need this first.
4th and a full yard. They're going quick. I'm not sure. I thought they would talk about it, but
Keneal up the middle.
He's pushing.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Keneal Jackson pushes forward. Unbelievable. I figured the Cougars would take another second just to discuss the play. Now, no doubt they would go for it on 4th down. But unbelievable. Keneal Jackson, that's the kid we want to see. That's the kid we've seen all last year. Finally, he's coming back. Huge play. Unbelievable. I do like the decision. Go for 2 now.
Yeah, no more PAT attempts this game, please.
Yeah, no, you go for 2. Because now if Cherry Creek does score a touchdown, still keeps it a 1-possession game.
We're going to have a stoppage here.
Unbelievable by the Cougars. This would be a crazy comeback.
Yeah, the Cougars still in this game with their defense hot. Offense, just unbelievable drive there. Keneal Jackson just barreling up the middle, and you love to see him get this 2-point conversion here, so huge play.
I mean, Cherry Creek only has 9 players on the field.
Yeah,
no, never mind. Sorry.
Davin taken out to the left, and nowhere to go.
Huge stop there.
Doesn't make a huge difference because Cougars not looking to kick mostly, but we're gonna see a replay on that touchdown by Keneal Jackson. Like Joey said, you just see the legs churning, just non-stop drive up the middle, and that's all Keneal there. Unbelievable.
Hopefully, Demarius Lavender's able to get up. That's good for him. Yeah, but 4 plays, minute 21, really quick. I didn't see that extra, those corners. I thought It looked like there was only 9 players on the field for Cherry Creek.
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad for them.
Yeah.
But we have a game on our hands, folks. Cougars still in this.
Yeah, it looks like Cherry Creek is ready for that onside kick if the Cougars do decide to do it. I'm not sure if they will. You got 3 timeouts. Defense has been hot.
Yeah, probably got the hands team out there for Cherry Creek.
Yeah, defense has been hot.
Let's see what the Cougars do here.
Yeah, just a big boot.
Yeah,
it's got to stay in bounds.
Just barely. I don't mind that out of the Cougars, just putting the trust in your big defense. They just got that huge takeaway and that interception, so.
Yeah, not to mention you got all the momentum in the world now. I know Cherry Creek is still up, but it was 24-9 4 minutes ago. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-score game.
Yeah,
huge.
Both teams have surpassed 300 yards, so pretty big offensive game for both of them. But yeah, Cougars, if they could pull off this comeback, that would be unbelievable. Because like Joey said, they were down 24-9 less than like 5 minutes ago. So pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be very, very tough to stop Jaden Fox.
Yeah, that's the main man they're focused on right now.
This false formation I've never seen. A little motion now.
Cougars defense got a lockdown. Fox run up the middle, stopped.
Nice tackle there by McCaden Brown.
Cougars just got to hold their emotions together. You would hate to see personal foul here.
Yeah, you can see Coach Clark. I like that you pointed that out. You can see Coach Clark running on the field there, making sure his team does not do anything stupid.
You just don't have time for that at this point in the game. This is so crucial.
They're gonna call. Cougars probably called. Yeah, they did. Call timeout. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I like to usually wait, especially if they got 5 yards on the first play. But maybe that's just why I'm not a coach. Seems to work in Madden or CFB, but
franchise.
Yeah. 10-time CFB championship winner, national championship winner.
10-time Heisman player on your team.
Yeah. Byron won it a couple times.
Oh, gosh.
Marcellus Tate. Alvin Isaac won it 1 year.
Mr. South Florida.
He's a running back.
But huge play here.
Yeah, this whole drive. I mean, yeah, this drive is the deciding factor of the game.
2nd and 6, 3:18 left, 3-point game. They give it to Fox, taking it up the middle.
Simple inside zone. It's gonna bring it 3rd and 1. Now, if you do go and stop him here, that's not a big situation where you can. Oh, I think they gave it to him. They did. I was gonna say if the Cougars did stop him on 3rd and 1, that would be a hard decision to go for on your own territory. But now
Yeah, so Jaden Fox does pick up the big first down for the Bruins. Time ticking away for the Cougars. They're obviously going to take all this play clock they can. Out of the gun, once again to Fox. Taking it up.
Yeah, nice tackle. KJ Brown there. He's going to take the truck from Fox, but good tackle.
Yeah, we're going to see another timeout here from the Cougars. And like you said, if they did hold that first timeout after that 2nd and 5, they could have still had their 3 here. But, you know, coaching is hard.
It would be very cool to see, though, if we do go to OT. That would be the first stream ever for Cougar Network that goes to OT.
pretty legendary.
So it'd be
here.
awesome to see, especially in a game like this. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
unbelievable. Friday Night Lights.
Oh man.
No, the Cougars are ready. They're out there on the field.
Man, I'd love to see just a forced fumble here. That would just be great.
Coach Haskins scheming up something. Good defensive coordinator for the Cougars.
Getting pretty hype
They're
here.
going 5 wide here.
This is pretty surprising. I would say, yeah. You see some
Okay.
motion from Fox. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper. And I don't know about that.
McCaden Brown. McCaden Brown. Talk about a hit. And his helmet came off. So I think he's going to have to come off for a play. Vodka. But McCaden Brown, talk about a huge tackle. Travion Lesser is down. That would be a big loss for the Cougars.
We're going to see a replay. Very interesting play call. McCaden Brown just with that suplex almost, body slam. So great takedown there.
Hopefully Travion Lester's okay, but on the bright side for the Cougars, Vodka does have to come out for a play because his helmet came off. So I mean that's 3rd and 10 with your backup QB in. Now, last time we had our backup QB in, we did see Jaden Fox break off a near 60-yard run.
Yeah, that Jaden Fox run last time with the backup QB in. But we're going to have another stoppage here. I believe Cherry Creek timeout.
Want to discuss this?
Yeah, but this is coming down to the wire, folks. You got this game could have easily been over a couple minutes ago, but the Cougars kept fighting. They got punched in the mouth early, but they definitely bounced back in this 4th quarter. And we got a great rest of the game on our hands, folks. We're back here.
And they're going 5 wide again on 3rd and 10. I'm assuming a motion back with Fox, but I don't know. We shall see. Here he is.
Fox motion. They're going to give it to Fox, and they stop him, and they get him out of bounds.
Don't do anything dumb. Jaden Burnett, huge play there.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there.
A little scared there. I mean, see it piled up on the sideline, hoping they don't do anything.
And now,
but a huge play by Jaden Burnett coming across the field, making a 4th down and 6.
And I believe they didn't get him out of bounds, so the clock continues to run. No 2-minute warning in high school football.
Only in college and NFL. I'm not sure.
But
yeah, all right, so they're just...
They might take the delay game here, I believe, or they
I
might
assume
call
so.
it.
They don't have a timeout left.
Yeah, no timeouts left. So I like the Cougars saving their timeout here because we saw that they can take the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Minute 33 is a lot of time.
This is I'd say though this is a decision where you call your timeout. I know you want to say you have a timeout left, but if they don't call that timeout, or if they call that timeout, it's 2 minutes 10 seconds. Now you're down to 1:30. Yes, you have a timeout, but I'd rather have 2 minutes 10 seconds than 1:30 in the timeout. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Because clock does stop after a first down. Clock stop, you go out of bounds.
It does give you that safety capsule though.
That's true.
A break in case of emergency.
Yeah,
yes.
That's true.
So I do like holding on to that timeout, but we could see a possible game-winning drive here for the Cougars but we might see the. Okay, so we are going to see the punt team here.
Yeah, I'd say just go safe man.
Yeah.
Safe man. No need to try and block.
No funny business here.
You have Laron back there who can do something with no blocking. So don't try to do anything crazy. Just safe man. But
punt is up and good. Foy receives it. Goes up the front. And he's taken down.
Huge tackle there, though, by Walker Rudin. That's big. Got me a little scared there, just the way he caught it. Laron caught it. He caught it in his hands, so I was a little
shaky.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got great hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna see a possible game-winning drive or game-tying drive. We saw Liam Bowers make a field goal earlier in the game from 35, I believe it was.
And folks, this is what it's all about. The crowd stomping.
Yeah.
Got a one-possession game on the Friday Night Lights, baby. Let's go. Minute 22 left. Davin Davison on the field for the Cougars, looking to lead his team to a game-winning drive. Right here, right now. Davin out of the gun, rolling out. Hits Keneal. He catches it. He's got room. He's taking it down. He's got the first. Past midfield. He's still going. Gets to the 47. Huge, huge first play for the Cougars.
I'm not sure. Someone was telling me the clock should be running, but no. But yeah, huge play for the Cougars.
Already in Bruins territory. Davin's got the ball. He guns it. Very, very dangerous play there. Caught our breath for a brief second.
That's a play. You got to catch that. That's a good ball right there by Davin, right in the hands of Bo Daniels.
Yeah, he stepped into that one. He knew he had to get a lot on that one.
Would have been a first down. But clock does say, hey, we got to get a ball off the field. Thank you, Coach Clark.
Yep. Minute 2 left.
But no, that gives the Cougars a second to rest.
Yeah.
You're inside territory of the Bruins now.
Davin out of the gun. Steps up in the pocket.
Right through the hands of Dews. 2 good balls that just hit off the hands. Now you're at a 3rd and 10. That's tough. Now, coming from Colorado, what I want to say earlier, this great crowd from all the way from Colorado.
You really feel the football environment. I'm getting turned up and I'm in the press box.
I'm getting hyped.
So this is
Huge
it,
down.
folks.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Cougars need this right here. Davin Davidson out of the gun. Steps back. Rolling out to his right. Looking for someone. He's it up. Nearly intercepted. Threw it into a crowd of Bruins.
Yeah, one thing you probably don't want to do is just throw it up there. Just throw it away at that point. You can see he got a little antsy there. Might have dropped back prematurely instead of stepping up. Davin did.
And this is it, folks.
The pocket was good. I thought it didn't collapse. He could have maybe stepped up there, found someone, but just a little antsy.
This is it. 4th
But,
and 10.
4th and 10. This is the play of the game. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some pressure here.
Davin Davidson out of the gun. He takes a shot. Incomplete.
Incomplete, and that will be the ball game. All Cherry Creek has to do is kneel at once. There's flags on the field for excessive celebration. That's not going to matter, though. Unbelievable game here, though.
Yeah. Pretty frustrating end. Three incomplete passes to end that drive by the Cougars. I would have liked to see them, I don't know, mix it up a little bit more, but they did end with that shot. Chemistry. Just couldn't complete it.
Yeah, I mean, we had downs 1 and 2, balls that just went right through the hands. Both would have been first downs.
Yeah, especially that first one. That was an absolute dime.
Yeah,
Bo Daniel just went straight through his hands.
Just unfortunate. But an unbelievable game here.
Yeah, Cherry Creek just they were the better team tonight. You know, they didn't make as many mistakes, and
yeah, the coaching was perfect from them. They knew what they were gonna do coming into this game. They knew how they were gonna coach it.
Yep.
Knew how they were gonna play it.
So very impressive coming down all the way across the United States from Colorado to Florida. So very impressive win. And we're going to sign off here. I'm Emmett Del Valle.
We're going to send it, also, we are going to send it down to Seb, Matt, and Logan once again with a post-game talk.
Yeah.
But once again, yeah, I'm Joe Antonucci.
I'm Emmett Del Valle. And
thank you for listening tonight.
Till next time.
I can take down camera 3, right? Cool. Here.
What am I saying?
Good? Yeah, welcome back to Postgame.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Cougar Network. We're here live after the game at Austin Tyndall Stadium. Once again, I'm Sebastian Bruno, joined by Matt Dalmau and Logan Patel. And the game just ended 24-21 in what was a very entertaining fourth quarter. What'd you guys see?
Yeah, I mean, they came out in the third quarter and they didn't really play how we thought they needed to play to get the win. They did a great job getting the game closer in the end. But I mean, we can't miss 2 PATs.
Yeah.
Our distrust in our kicker ends up becoming, we go for 2 here, and if we kick those PATs, game's 24-24, and who knows, we're in OT right now, or we play for a field goal a little more, and that's a completely different game.
Yeah, we came out in the third quarter, we were flat. It looked like we had no chance. Fourth quarter rolled around, you know, something happened on that sideline. The energy was back. I mean, they definitely felt those 2 missed extra points.
Yeah.
That was crucial.
I think that completely killed the game.
Yeah.
I mean, we were on the sideline. They looked dead in the third.
Yeah. If they made those 2 extra points, they wouldn't have had to gone for 2.
Yeah.
And the game would be tied.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. It's just you could see the emotion spilling over at that point. No one really believed in what they're doing, and when you're not believing what you're doing, it's hard to win. It's hard to win. And I mean, I think we've seen it. We saw it in the St. Thomas Aquinas game. We saw it today, where a lot of our drives stall out in the red zone.
Yeah.
We just don't. We lack the creativity. We lack any sort of, like, we aren't letting our difference makers make plays. We're just kind of running balls, throwing screens. It's nothing really creative that is going to put us over the edge in these matchup games where the talent's equal. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So Davin and the offense in the fourth quarter, they played really well. What do you guys think changed?
I honestly just think the mentality. I think when the fourth quarter came around, a light switch or something.
Yeah.
Something switched on that sideline, and all the energy came back. They forgot about the first 3 quarters, and they started a new game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's once again, you let your playmakers make plays. They're the people that get you here. They're the reason you let your receivers make plays. Without them, it's kind of, we don't have the same run game as last year.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
really don't. We got to throw the ball. We got to let them make plays. And if we don't, then we're going to struggle a lot this year.
Yeah, the presence of Deron Parks is definitely being felt.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
But
For sure.
leadership at halftime, and I thought Devin came in, he's a senior, played really well, sparked the offense.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the defense, it just continues to show up. I think that's going to be the identity of the team this year. It's going to keep being, the defense is going to have to pick up the offense. And who knows, maybe down the line, our offense starts clicking on all cylinders when maybe Devin can start throwing the ball.
Yeah.
And I think Devin also, he had some drives where it's impressive what he was doing.
Exactly.
He can't throw the ball. Everyone in the park knows he can't throw the ball. So he's running the ball, he's keeping the chains moving, he's staying on track. And I think he really showed like a different kind of leadership when he's on the field and a presence that not everyone has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give Davin. He had a great fourth quarter, but Devin, I feel like he kind of brought the juice back to that sideline. The leadership, you could just tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mooney, they came up just a little bit short. I think, like you said, they just lacked a little bit of the creativity in the fourth quarter and the third just to finish their drives off when they stalled in the red zone.
Yeah, I think when they came out in the third quarter, you kind of saw that the offensive line for Cherry Creek was dominating the D-line. Yeah. And I give the D-line credit. They flipped the switch. Going into the fourth quarter, they turned up. They made it happen when they needed to make it happen, but you can definitely see they came out a little flat.
Yeah, you said the O-line was overpowering the Mooney D-line. That's definitely due to the Mooney offense.
Yeah.
Couldn't get things going, couldn't stay on the field long enough.
Yeah, and the Cherry Creek coach with this win, congratulations to him, by the way. He became the second most winningest head coach in Cherry Creek's program history.
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Yeah, congrats to them. They're a great team.
Great squad.
They're a great team. They're not your typical Colorado team, you know, and they get a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
And
all credit goes to Colorado, by the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I'm Sebastian Bruno, Matt Dalmau, Logan Patel. Thank you guys for joining us on the Cougar Network. See you next week. Have a good night.